Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Unspoken Conversation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm back at it like a bad habit. Crack at it like a crack addict. I'm a black man with a gift gab, and I talk shit, so I do brag. And all of my women are ebony, brown body like Hennessy. I am incredibly, never really wanna be on the low, so I don't be settling. Anybody really wanna take an L? I've been winning, I don't really fail. I don't mention I got your attention, I've been blueprinting on a new level. Conversation like unspoken, I was set apart for our chosen. Any enemy offending me, I don't really give condolence. I don't really wanna be the nigga not potent, hotter than a Glock on the pot you smoking. I'ma flow this shit, nigga, no ocean. I'ma smoke this shit like I'm hosting. I'ma slow this, nigga, no sleep growing. But I go in, every beat that I hop the fence is obvious. I stay unspoken.
Unspoken.
Yeah.
Yo.
Was that in?
What up, man?
This is Antoine the Source.
DJ D boy, fresh the charming asshole.
What up, Knowledge? What up, man? How you doing? I'm Knowledge. I'm over in the corner. That's why I'm saying
Cut.
Knowledge.
Happy Friday. Man.
Happy
It's
Friday.
your boy Flim. What's up?
And man, we in here, man, with special guests, as always. But this time, you know, it's somebody that from my past.
Uh-oh.
You know, one of my past coworkers, somebody that know me on Monday through Friday.
Like she was from my past.
Yeah, I was really on some like, damn, nigga.
That sounded a little.
You know
Really?
when somebody know you, you know somebody know you Monday through Friday. They know the real you.
Yeah, they know the you.
But yeah, so we got Krista and Miranda from In These Streets podcast in the building.
In the
Appreciate
building.
y'all coming out.
Pulled up with liquor.
Hey, with the handle.
Handle.
Not just normal liquor.
Oh, we're here to
A
party.
handle, like for real, you know? So,
I don't remember. Last
first of all,
time
we
I
want to
drank
say
rum.
thank y'all for coming through today.
No doubt.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for
man.
sliding by.
So, I will say, first of all, I always say that, I guess, don't judge us by what you hear. Just judge us by what you see.
Thank you.
And walk with us.
Walk with us.
Walk with us.
Walk with
Man,
us.
yeah, so first of all, how was everybody's week, man?
Man.
It's
Man.
Friday.
Shit.
It's been tough, man. Nip still don't feel. It still don't
I
feel
don't
right
know.
than yesterday when I watched the
I
memorial.
watched the streaming yesterday.
Man.
That was like the home videos
It was
took
dope.
me out. I was
It was dope.
like, nigga,
oh yeah.
nigga dropped a thug tear when because you
Yeah.
see what I wanted to focus on. I just wanted to make it brief. Like, if you look at his home videos, you see this innocent child with so much, like joy in his eye. You know, you could just see the innocence there. But unfortunately, he was raised in the '60s. You know what I mean? So, you know, somebody
Crenshaw.
might be looking like, how does that kid become a gangbanger? You know what I mean? But when it's outside your front door, it's kind of hard
When
to
you live in a
avoid.
neighborhood like that, man, if you ain't no athlete or they know you got the OGs to protect you,
You
if you
really
like
got-
an athlete, they'll be like, don't fuck with them. But other
Man,
than that,
that's-
you gonna
that-
have to.
That's why I said the
You gonna
music.
have to be
Like I said
affiliated.
last week, the movie gonna be fire. The movie is gonna be fire.
Well, and the thing is, who the hell, like, that's gonna be a hard. It's kind of like Tupac almost. It's gonna be hard to get somebody to have that same energy like on the screen. Like, even though old boy looked like Tupac, it was hard to convey Tupac's
He wasn't Pac.
energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He didn't walk like Pac.
Like, you
you know,
got-
with,
it's like, you
with the
know,
little
Nip-
slew foot. You know, Pac was slew
You know,
foot in the
Nip had a
motherfucker.
coolness about him. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so it'll be a dude look like him, but he probably square as hell. He don't have that bop, so it's gonna be hard. But I will say this, man. Like, it showed you the layers of a man. You know, unfortunately, the memorial service, because we see him just as a rapper on the surface, but then you see that he has a mother. You know, he has a dad. He has a sister. He was a stepfather, and that's another thing. You know, to be able to accept somebody else's kid, especially your peer.
Right.
The way that he, shout out to Cameron Carter, Lil Wayne's son, for speaking so eloquently, but it just shows you the layers of a man, that these people outside of being entertainers are somebody's son. They somebody's younger brother. They're somebody's spouse. So it kind of, humanizes, and unfortunately, like, he had to go out that way, but I was glad it was a celebration, you know what I'm saying? So it was good to kind of see that and just see him get his moment to, pass through his hood and just everybody pay their last respects.
Yeah,
Right.
I really like the fact that his mom, the official queen, because London, they weren't married, but his mom really spoke real eloquently, and I think like it empowered like what he really stand for and where his foundation come from, because I mean every time she spoke twice on social media, of course, one at the funeral, one in the car, but you saw that's where you really saw where that energy come from. So I like that. I like that how she got her recognition because everybody kind of clouded it with Lauren, which nothing disrespect to Lauren because that is his princess.
I mean, but like you say, that's who you know. You don't know his mother, you don't know his sister, so it's like this is the person that you saw him convey his love to.
I think she was still his queen too. I mean, they were together for a long time.
But it's good to see on who he was picking to be his queen, off the ingredients of where it came from because his mom, his mom was very vocal. I'm excited to see more motivation speeches from her, and I'm excited to just read her book one day.
I don't think she gonna try to be a motivator. That was just she was speaking on her spirit. Like that was
I think she's very
speaking.
spiritual, because you have to be that strong.
But she
at peace
always played the background, so I think she just at that time she felt like that's what she needed to speak to his to his fans because that was a very confident to know that she's at peace. Because you always say, I hate to hear, I hate his family has to go through this. How is his family coping? Yeah. And to hear them say they're at peace, that gives you.
It'll bring you peace.
Exactly. So rest in peace, Nip. We wanted to speak on that.
Yeah,
but
we're going to keep running for you, man.
Exactly. The marathon continues.
The dark Lisa Simpson. If this nigga don't get off of live,
man, I didn't want to give him too much
Don't Kodak
time.
Black look like Lisa Simpson.
Now me and Anthony ain't kind of DM'd about this. And in real time,
just me, man. I didn't want to give him no shine, but just man, come on, bro, come on, man.
I didn't want to get that situation because I feel like that situation kind of hijacked the week. You know
I think
what I'm saying?
Did too.
Like.
And that's what made it even more disrespectful.
That's why, like honestly, like Nip said, you gotta let that goofy time stay on goofy time.
Right,
You're not going to even give that attention. So he'll learn. It's a learning experience from him. After he gets, after he calms down off his ego, he'll learn that this was a fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it's gonna knock him down for a lot. People.
All right, but the thing is, all right, I'm gonna tell you how I know it's a younger generational thing. Because unfortunately, I had to kind of get on my little brother ass, the 15-year-old one, because he was like, this is what he said yesterday to me. DM, he was like, because I had posted some Nipsey things because it's his funeral, so I'm like, I'm in my feeling a little bit. So he was like, oh, you a bandwagon too?
Whoa!
This is what my little brother said to me in the DM.
Totally different generation.
Oh, that's that's a freaking millennial thing, which I am part of that, but I don't.
I'm like, just because you see me posting it on social media, this is no, you're not a millennial.
You ain't no millennial.
I am. If you older than me, no, bro.
Actually, wait, how?
We actually the millennials.
Bro,
I graduated in 2000, so why I'm not a millennial?
You graduated college in 2000.
No, I graduated high school.
No, high school.
But that's in 8.
Why
go
you
Google it.
Whether you're a millennial
because if
or
you
not?
Google it,
he's on the very cusp.
I'm on the cusp of it.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but all right. When I say millennial,
it spans a lot.
I talk about
like the 80s
you know
to
what?
the
It's like we on the.
I'm talking about
It's a
kids
big
that were
span.
born in the 2000s.
But we,
No, but
I
those
understand.
actually are those are the end of the millennium.
Yeah.
No, but what I'm saying is I'm trying to
She
show
right,
the
though.
point.
I get your.
Right, though.
Nah, I mean you all of it's valid. All of it's valid.
I'm trying to basically get to
saying,
I'm trying to get to a generational thing.
But you gotta address the right generation.
Right. Yeah. What I'm saying, we all in
You're
it.
addressing a completely
You a
different
millennial.
I know I ain't no motherfucking millennial.
Yeah, you not, but me and Ant definitely a
Like,
millennial.
well, I guess
me too.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you
what to call
are
them.
I'm a
I
millennial.
don't know what
too.
to call them. The social media kids. I don't know what to call them. Like
They are living in the
I would
social
say
media
social
era.
Like you said,
I don't-
born
I
in
don't-
2000.
like the-
So they in the social media
I don't know
era.
what they're called.
I
can't
don't think they
remember.
got an actual name. It's like I know some people like sometimes they refer to them like post millennial.
well, whatever they are, people
Yeah.
born after 1995. Like,
Yeah.
all right, can we just say that? All right, leave it at that. Like, we really sit there trying to break down the generation.
Don't nobody in this motherfucker listen to Lil Pump. Everybody who saying they millennials,
Don't
do
nobody.
y'all like Lil Pump?
You listen to the song you heard.
Hold on,
Them are
hey,
millennials.
but we may be on to
I don't
something. They
even
may
know who
be
the
a
fuck that
different.
is.
They may be a different generation.
No, but I mean,
They are. They're definitely
I
different.
wanted to kind of get to the
Motherfuckers
point,
definitely
like, of
different.
what I like.
They disrespect.
It shows you that they feel like if it's not on social media, it don't exist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He didn't believe I was a Nipsey fan. Y'all know I'm a Nipsey. I've been jamming. I went to spend $200 at the Marathon store in 2013, like because of the Crenshaw
album.
And
Nigga.
so the thing is, it's like I ain't gonna lie. I kind of snapped on him because I was in my feelings, and I'm like, nigga, how
But you
dare
had
you
to,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Dare
Like,
you, nigga.
You was supposed to.
and
though.
so I told him, so he was like, man, yeah, he was low key trash, but his beats was dope. I'm like,
See, that's why
I'm
I
like,
would've cut the
time out.
conversation.
I'm like, time out. So I know I was going to, but then I was like, this is a teacher moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you really gonna sit here and call this man trash on his on the day of his funeral? And so he was like, I mean, I didn't want to front like I liked his music, just I hate he died, but I was like, it's not about
if you like this music or not.
It's about the timing. It's about the respect for the dead.
Right.
And unfortunately, I think that's a big thing, respect, that is kind of losing.
Respect.
And unfortunately, the reason it is because trolling has won so much. You got to think, if you look at so many people that are famous on social media and everything, it's about basically unapologetically saying what the fuck I want to say. And so you don't feel like you don't see the morals that go into respect.
All you want is likes and shares.
I'm like, and I told him, I was
And
like,
that shit
you
is dangerous.
volunteered.
It is
that
dangerous.
Dangerous game.
But that's just a difference of the age because like it used to be a situation where if you really had beef with a motherfucker, it was a motherfucker that could touch your ass.
Yeah,
You know
well, I
what
mean,
I'm
we didn't have social
saying?
media.
Nowadays, you can beef with a motherfucker who could never potentially
never see
ever
him.
see you in the same spot.
And they
At the,
tough.
you two would never be in the same spot at the same time.
Hell no, you're not
Anytime
even.
in your
You're
life.
like 3,000 miles apart at this point.
So you get a real brave in that
They're
situation.
going back and
you know?
forth over social media so
Like,
everybody can
honestly,
see.
if you,
But that's the world. Like social media has destroyed the world.
For fucking real.
That shit is
Yes.
the
I
devil.
mean, it just
I always say social media is
it
the
just
fucking
make
devil.
you.
Yeah,
It is.
It just
like
make
a
it easy to
drug.
be a whole ass nigga.
and it's like a drug.
But it was hard to be a whole ass nigga when the motherfucker you was being a whole ass nigga to was around the corner. And
Oh, nigga, you said
might,
that?
you might see him.
Oh, you said that for real?
know what I'm
Next thing you know,
saying?
nigga.
You might see him.
Nigga, that's
So
me.
now you can talk shit to a
Yeah.
dude in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Right.
I'll pull you
literally,
apart.
he
Fuck you.
performing on his guitar or something on live. And you be like, boy, you suck.
You sorry
Yeah.
motherfucker.
And he in his feelings and he can't do shit about
Yeah.
it. You know
Fuck
what I
his
mean?
whole gig up.
Like, bro, you a
Hey.
trash.
Let me send you a really offensive meme. Okay.
Yeah, but Flint, I mean, Antoine, you had a good point that I wanted to just like. I question myself about these kids. Are they just due to the advancement of video games? Are they numb to death? Like, dude, I think
Nah,
some.
don't blame shit on video games, bro.
I think something.
I think that they just get protected. Honestly,
I think they think they
You know
can
what it is?
respawn.
But
Like,
the streets, the streets are raising a lot of these kids. man.
like, why are they numb
They're
to
not
like?
getting
Why are they
access.
numb to two things? Is what I'm saying: death and their ancestors. I mean, not the ancestors, but their elders. Like, they don't respect older people.
Because they
man.
weren't
Right.
taught respect.
Like.
They haven't been taught
because
respect.
yeah.
I mean,
That's
also,
exactly-
But now,
The whole-
but you gonna pick and choose who you disrespect. Like I was saying, like it's hard to disrespect the motherfucker right beside you. But I can disrespect the motherfucker who will cross.
But the thing
but
is,
how
they're
many-
disrespecting people
No.
in their face.
but no, we
They
talking about
are.
like,
Yeah.
but no, we talking about like
No, when
older
was
people.
the
Nah,
last-
like real talk
like-
though, don't nothing put fear in the motherfucker ass quicker than the ass whooping. So
Flim,
the closer
you
vicinity
looking
you
at
get
it
to
too
an ass
surface.
whooping,
Like Flim, we've seen.
the more
but you
quiet-
can't do that now.
Why you think niggas shoot guns?
That's
now?
what
They
I'm
scared
saying.
of an
Yeah,
ass
that's what
whooping.
I'm saying.
Right.
The closer
They're
vicinity the
scared of ass
motherfucker
whooping.
get to an ass whooping, the quieter they gonna be about certain shit. So if I got my phone or if I got my computer and I ain't really thinking about your ass way over there, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I can pop off all I want. I might think about that shit later, like, oh shit, now that nigga right in the corner.
Flim,
You
and
know what I'm
hey,
saying?
D-Boy
I
said
gotta
it
see
right.
this nigga again.
Them niggas ain't waiting for no ass whooping no more. They shooting
Nah.
your
But
ass.
but they still.
These
but,
young niggas are dangerous because they scary.
But yeah, I mean, we can talk.
I'm talking about being able to be removed from the shit that you say.
Yeah.
Like, cause it's a lot easier to text some shit to a motherfucker real offensive than it is to say that shit to his face. You know what I'm saying? Cause say that shit to his face, it's like this shit finna happen
Fight
immediately.
go with
You know what I'm saying?
And you
It
gotta
ain't
be
gonna-
prepared for that, and they
Yeah,
never are.
Yeah.
Right.
so-
But I also think that like a lot of like the younger generation now, it's like they're very super protective. They're in this bubble. It's like the things that I
echo
used to
chamber.
do
Absolutely.
back. I mean, I'm 30, so the things that I used to do back even then,
Yeah.
it's like that would never happen now.
yeah.
Like no parent is gonna allow their kid just like go down the street like a mile and like do whatever they want to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Like that's how I grew up.
Yeah.
So that's just different.
kids get way. But now kids Uber to
Yeah.
the mall at 11. You know what I mean? Like on spring break. Like, you know how we couldn't go to the mall
Just
and we
out
couldn't
here.
find the ride?
Yeah.
Mom,
Right.
can't take you to the mall, boy.
It's
Take
like
you to the damn
I'm
mall.
not taking you fucking walk.
Like your
All
mom
right,
can
all right.
literally order you an Uber for your friends. Like, okay, and watch you get to the mall.
That is the strangest fucking shit to me ever.
Seriously.
I don't
Yeah.
Okay, but you're also sending you don't want your kid to walk down the street.
But
you're going to send your kid in a damn
but
Uber.
You can watch
tracking
I
them
can
on
see where they
GPS,
at.
'cause you can track them on Uber like well.
It's like you're right there.
Then you have the Uber driver's
But
number.
shit.
Yeah, but you don't know what's being said in that car.
Yeah, you can track them, but hell, shit can happen that quick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they can.
You
Lock.
have
I
no
don't
fucking
do that
clue.
track shit.
But I mean, yeah. So all it is about teaching. It's basically anytime you got
Gotta
to
be
be
taught
chance
respect,
to talk to teach a younger, a younger individual some respect and morals. And even if we getting taught some things by our elders, man, it's always cool to be open to improve, advice and improvements because. It's always something that we don't know.
I mean, you're going to get advice until you die. Even if you're 90, you still going to learn shit.
Exactly.
You got to be open to it.
You got to learn shit.
So, we talked about the pitfalls of social media. And so if you listen to the In the Streets podcast,
Boy,
you will hear
They
a lot
in these
about
streets.
social media. But the thing is, one of their big things is social media dating. Like, if you hear stories that they have, it's like the adventures of Crystal Swipe Life. You know what I'm saying?
How many Tinder dates should I have?
I mean, depends on what kind of Tinder date you're talking about.
I'm talking about,
We're gonna go through
dates
levels.
I
want dinner
let's
in the
go
movies.
Let's get some classifying.
Like,
Okay.
what would you
Netflix and
classify?
Well, if I Netflix and chill.
So what are your classifications of the different?
Well, it depends on the app. So it's like what you're looking for. If you're going on Tinder, you're looking for a hookup, like straight up.
That's a
You're not gonna
lie.
find.
That's a myth.
See, I told you
That
that's
is
what I
not a
heard.
freaking
That's what I
myth.
heard.
So true.
Because if
I heard
you
that shit
go
is a
on
hookup
Tinder, you
site.
will see
It is a
everybody
hookup.
say, "Not here for hookups. Not here for hookups." Not here for
That's when you know exactly that they're there for hookups.
I guess I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Oh, so when they say not here for hookups,
you
that's
know.
when you be
That's
like,
cold.
That's
Those
when
are
you
the most.
suspect.
Those are the most times that I have swiped and I've gotten dick pics. Back,
Exactly.
so.
Those people are suspect. For real, for real.
So dudes do that too? They be like, not here for hookups?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
not
my
putting that on
God.
there. It's the dudes, and I'm like, okay, not here for a hookup. Let me swipe. You're cute. Let me swipe right. And
And
then,
it's a
like,
dick
2
pic.
seconds into the
But
conversation,
how
it's
bullshit.
dick
But how
pic.
do you get
I
a
always
dick
thought
pic?
dick pics was bullshit.
They
Man,
send
that
them.
shit-
Well, I think.
What?
I think they,
Hold on. We not finna walk past this right here.
What?
Done it.
No, don't call me my
Hold on.
brother.
Oh wait, did you say you done it?
You said you
What?
thought
He
dick
goes-
pics.
No, I
was
said
some
I've always
bullshit.
thought like if a chick asks a dude or somebody send me even if they ask you, I'm like, that's
You
bullshit.
No,
showing your
that
age.
shit is
Hell no. You
unsolicited.
guys,
Niggas been sending dick pics.
Unsolicited.
Since
No, I know niggas been sending them, yeah. But I'm saying me personally,
Oh, I
I
thought you
know.
were saying you didn't know they exist.
They
No,
they
I
ain't
said
cool
me-
no more.
Hell no.
Hey, boy.
Hell no.
What?
Niggas been doing that since Polaroid. Before smartphones.
Hey, shake it up a little bit better.
Hey.
Shake it, shake it.
Hey, here go this letter, but dang, don't open this shit up in front of
open it to
everybody.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody behind
But
you. when you
also,
open this letter.
it's gonna disappear after a
For
minute.
your eyes only.
For your eyes only.
When you write on that motherfucker, you need a Sharpie.
Put it in your shoebox.
No.
But no, I know they exist, but it was always bullshit. That's
No, hey man,
Dude, I've literally had a guy show me his dick pic in the middle of a bar before. Not even kidding.
what?
Not
Who
even
raised you?
Hey,
Wait,
hey,
hold
not
up.
even kidding.
He showed you a picture of his dick while he was standing in front of you?
Yeah, hey, this is what
He
you can
coulda
get
just
later
shown
on.
his
yeah.
When
He
you
was a
boy.
white dude.
How did that
Yeah.
happen? Did you say,
He was a
hey,
brother?
and then
He was a
just
black
like,
dude.
He was
hey,
a
No,
brother.
no.
Oh, okay.
He's a white guy.
But like,
Oh,
how,
that's why.
He was also married, and he started the conversation by, "I'm married." I'm thinking that he's showing me a picture
No,
of
married
his
niggas
wife.
is looking for. Hey, they
Oh,
looking
so
to
he
drop
said-
dick off.
he said, I'm married.
Married niggas looking to drop
And
dick
then
off.
he
Instant,
showed
they
a
ain't got that
picture.
much time.
I'm on
And it was his
I'm
dick.
on
They might
next
have-
time.
Hey man.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Hey, hold on now. We got
bro,
some faithful. Hey, we got some
stop.
faithful brothers.
Hey,
in
stop,
here.
stop.
Fixed
Hey,
time.
this motherfucker was smooth. Hold on. Tell this story.
I ain't got all the
Yeah.
time.
He approached me and my like a couple of my girlfriends, and he was like telling us that he was married and like telling us about his wife, and he pulls up a picture, doesn't even preference, like we're thinking that it's a picture of his wife.
Absolutely.
Pulls up a dick pic, and he's like,
Wife
what
is
are you?
ugly as fuck.
Oh, not. Oh wait, there's more to
She
this
might not
story.
be ugly.
There
You
is
might
more
just
to
be
this
tired
story.
of her ass.
So he pulls up the pic. It's his dick. Not impressive. And we're all just like, oh, well, that's not cute. Because we're assholes.
He's smooth, though.
Oh, he showed all y'all.
Oh, he showed the whole
He
tape.
trying to see who won.
Look
and
how
as-
smoothly he showed like
No.
12
That motherfucker was like,
But as
you want to see it again? Oh, okay.
as he's showing the phone across the table, his wife, I just know it's his wife. She walks into the bar.
so his wife was in the
shit.
room.
No, she walks into the
Oh,
bar.
she called
She
him.
was-
It was some
shit.
cheater
How
shit.
is that?
and I could tell
That's
by
like
the
the
look.
first time you done this shit.
I could tell
That's
by
how
the
he was
look
so
on
smooth.
his
Shout out
on
to the
her
air, I feel it.
face that
That's how he was so smooth with it, cause he had like
Hey,
4
bro.
And I
practice.
was
Nigga
like-
came to the table like,
I was like, is that your wife at the door? Because she's looking at us like real weird.
shit.
Yeah,
And he
right.
was like, oh yeah, that's my wife. And I was like, oh well, she looks like
Hey, I
she
respect-
knows what you're showing.
Well, if he
us.
was calm when he said, "Oh yeah, that's my wife," he
Hey,
probably.
nigga,
they-
she
Oh,
know-
she was
she know he
pissed.
ain't
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Oh, she was-
So
Hey,
might
you know
have been
what
on some
though?
tag team
You know
shit.
what though? And it's crazy because man, and hey, I'm gonna tell you,
Macho
women.
man, you Randy Savage.
All right, I'm gonna be real. People. I don't want to say women or men. People marry for their own personal reasons.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People do like she knew what type of dude he is. For him to walk in there and be like, "Hey, what's up, baby? How y'all doing? Y'all want to
Check
see
out my
something?
dick."
Check
Yeah.
out my like." If one of y'all gonna get
Oh,
attracted.
Johnny Knoxville.
But
type
see,
shit.
ain't nobody want to see that shit.
It was like, which one?
But-
which
but-
one
but-
of y'all wants to go out with me? I'm sorry, but that's not
shit.
impressive. And
Go
if you're
out.
gonna come
I'm
out with
talking
me,
about which one of y'all want this
So-
shit
so-
tonight.
if you're
Which
gonna
one of y'all
come,
want a
if you're
room
gonna
key?
come at me with a dick pic, it better be like.
So if it was
The
a more
best.
impressive dick, you might have had jumped on this.
I might have been like, well, hey.
You
I'm
might
like,
have
you
been
and your
If
wife
he,
want to
if he
go?
dropping the third leg, you know, you might be like,
I'm
okay.
like,
well,
oh, that's your
shit.
wife? Okay, like, well,
Yeah. I was ready to go anyway. Come on.
Right. I don't need no, hey, ladies, I don't need no ride on.
I'm like, no, like that unimpressive dick. Like, you should not even be taking pictures of
Bitch,
that.
I'm about to get my
Let me get my wallet out your car.
I'm about to get my back blown out.
Well, let me get my keys out your car.
Here, let me go ahead and start.
Let me get my keys out your car.
Hey, damn near every chick has had to make that transaction when you
Absolutely.
tiptoeing your homegirl call, bitch, get my charge out of
my
it.
Give me all my shit.
Hey, I got some flip flops in the back seat. Get them to me.
It's all
If I
right.
don't call y'all by 8, check on me.
Check on me. I'm gonna drop
no,
a pin. As soon as I get there, I'm dropping a pin.
No,
all
that's
y'all.
you just share location.
I'ma
You
drop a
say,
pin
hey,
to all
I'm
y'all.
heading out.
Yeah.
You got me.
Share
Nah,
location.
for real, this
We got some technology
this
now.
was-
Yeah, they
was
wait.
last
Hey,
seen.
your homegirls done waiting on that call in the morning, girl.
Right, girl.
So have you ever been in a situation? Have you ever been in a situation where you met somebody online and went out on a date and you felt unsafe? Like you felt like this
Unsafe.
motherfucker's
All the
crazy.
time.
Oh yes.
For real?
I-
She's like, all the
I said all the
Y'all
time.
told,
You
you
keep-
told
that
a
shit happened
story on your
And you
thing
keep
where the
going.
dude, where the dude was trying to keep you to come back to his house. Like,
Yeah.
Thrill
like
seekers.
yeah,
For real?
Yeah. Well, and I always share my location. Like, I always have 3 or 4 friends that always have my location no
I'm
matter
one.
what, because like, who the hell knows what I'm like getting out to in a random night.
You just
So,
dangerous.
This one, Miranda always has my location too. And yeah, that night, yeah, there's sometimes like where you feel really uncomfortable and you're like, they're trying way too hard and there's a reason for this, and do not allow yourself. Yeah.
We're in a time of sex offenders and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you have to watch out for
And
that.
I was
sex
watching that
trafficking?
Ted Bundy
I don't think
thing.
it's a time for sex offenders. I
Well,
think it's
No,
always
but
been
sex
offenders.
trafficking is like real crazy right
Real
now.
prominent
and it's
right now,
and it's
yeah.
really actually really prominent in the DFW area.
For real?
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a lot of
We
It
so
really
close
is.
to the border.
yeah.
Yep.
There's a lot of stories about it, and there's a lot of people that like have experienced it and
Yeah,
like
man.
just been approached by people that they feel really uncomfortable, and it turns out like there was actually like a house in Flower Mound
Yeah.
that got busted.
Like 14 girls or something
Yeah.
like that?
14 girls.
Yeah.
That wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe
And it was
within
in-
the last 6
It was
months.
in suburbia too. Like,
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
never thought about.
Yeah.
You never would have thought it.
Yeah, Flower Mound. I grew up in Flower Mound, and it's
Did you?
like
I grew up in
I'm-
Louisville.
yeah.
Hey,
Almost got
hey,
it.
Yeah,
whoever
fucking
hated,
farmers.
whoever
Yep.
hated on Craigslist and Backpage, they fucked up. They fucked up some real pimps money. They
Bro, I had him in a nice crib and everything in the suburbs.
Yep.
I'm treating my
Yeah.
top bitches like top bitches.
Yeah. He was like, they each had their own fucking room, so it was fine.
Yeah, no.
You gotta justify it. There,
But
they
let me-
sitting there
let me
eating
say
on Hot Pockets.
We hey, since the
What do you
beginning,
gotta
hey,
pick?
honestly,
That's
and it's
fucked up.
crazy. Women, I mean, since the beginning of the time, you know, humans been fucking.
Yeah.
So like
It's a natural thing.
So like why do certain segments of people in the world steady try to outlaw something that's natural?
Yeah, and not only have we been fucking, motherfuckers been paying to fuck.
Paying.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Whether
it's
it was
the beginning of time.
Yeah,
That's the oldest profession.
Which is fine as long as the
Everybody
person
agrees.
is participating.
Yeah.
But it's like when you're getting to a point where you're like literally, and like the whole sex trafficking thing is like it's geared towards younger women and
but
like
it's
underage.
It's illegal though.
It's illegal.
That's
yes,
why though.
but because it's literally geared towards like kidnapping younger women.
Like we gonna
it's
take
disgusting.
advantage.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I guess I don't know. Some men want to create a country. What is it? Concubine. Concubine.
Concubine.
Concubine.
But
You just
like-
got a group of women,
Yeah.
and I mean, they grew up there generations and generations getting fed. So I can, from one side, I can just see where that makes sense to them. But me being Americanized and growing up, that ain't how.
No,
Grow.
No.
at all.
Now, if it was legal and they make it legal, and I'd be like, oh, I have that opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
At least check their ID and make sure they're 18.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah, exactly. Now that's the fucked up
That's
thing.
another
No, R.
problem.
Kelly, that
Don't be on no Robert.
and I
Sylvester
say
Kelly.
this,
But
R.
that's the-
Kelly, like,
But-
don't be old and know the game and manipulate people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let these young women grow, man. That's the thing about it. When we was growing
There's a lot
up,
of predator
we
motherfuckers
saw
out
y'all.
Yeah.
We saw y'all. You women. Y'all know y'all mature faster than men. So when y'all was in high school, y'all wasn't kidding. You was 13 thinking about 16, not no 13-year-old.
Oh hell no.
Exactly. So, man, this like R. Kelly just manipulated people, and that's people. People manipulate and hurt people, and you don't want to be around them people.
No, not at all.
But that's just the game though. Like you gonna prey on the weak.
Yeah.
That's real,
Yeah.
But you can
But-
pray on the weak, but make sure that they're of age at least.
But even
Like,
Hey.
let's
even
up
with-
the age
I mean,
to
even if
21
they're of
because
age,
18
but
ain't even
but
appropriate.
even people who are of age done
I think
had
it's
like
still fucked
been
up.
sexually abused and stuff and have problems and people take advantage of them every day. That's just
Yeah.
that's just the nature of a pimp. Like a pimp ain't looking for somebody who's stable. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
looking
For weakness.
Right.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
are.
He looking for somebody he can take
They
advantage
want to
of.
remove you from your ecosystem.
Yeah.
From pretty
Yes.
much anybody that could. Be
And
of
anybody that
assistance.
can be easily like manipulative, like
manipulated.
yeah.
Manipulate.
I'm
We
just,
got you. We got you.
whatever.
It's okay. Keep going.
But
We on it.
anybody like in that situation, they can easily like be taken away from everybody that they know.
Yeah.
And it's like if
But-
you don't have like a strong central base, you're gonna like you can easily find yourself in that situation.
So we've covered the uncomfortable dates.
Yeah.
Have you had a date where you was like,
Awesome.
Yeah, you about. Hey, I'm no.
Nigga hit
Can
me
I
with
ask
the-
before?
Yeah.
Have you went on Tinder like I'm looking for something to fuck?
No, I've never presented it that way. But I know,
But
I
how you
know
got on
what
Tinder
I'm.
and fuck some?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Your intentions was like I'm looking for this.
Just like
I'm
first
trying
date.
to think.
First
I mean,
date.
I fucked on a few first dates.
hey, tell the truth. Hey, this is 2019.
I fucked on a
Right.
few first
Hey.
dates, but I've never presented myself as like, hey, I'm looking
he,
to fuck.
I'm out
he
here.
just
Oh,
played
no,
his
no,
cards
not
right.
in the description.
Because you
Yeah.
can play your cards right.
Not
and
in
get
the
Oh
money.
hell yeah!
Exactly.
More-
I've met people like offline that I've met like out, and I'm like, ooh, you played your cards right tonight. Hey, there's a car in the parking
Big
lot.
joker.
Let's go.
No, honestly, no, because I always say this, man. Like, a woman knows if she wants to fuck you within the,
The
first.
first
First
meet you.
10
When she
minutes.
first
Yes.
meets you.
Now it's on you to
Hell-
talk yourself in or out.
Into.
Most
Yeah.
of the time,
You got it.
I really
but
don't.
the guy needs to walk that line because you
Absolutely.
can sure the fuck talk yourself out of that.
Yeah,
Oh,
most of the
quickly.
time-
I'll be
most of the
like,
time,
"Woo, yeah,
One
let's
word.
go."
Well, hell, one
Yeah.
sentence, you be. You
Hey,
know,
That's it.
Hey, most of the time, the more you say, the less you gonna win.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are right.
Let the shit fall in your
Hey,
lap.
because
It's
bars
really-
have talked themselves into a tunnel, man. Like, oh
all right,
shit.
all right. Let me
You need to have, like,
give
a
y'all
time.
let me give y'all's listeners a tip, a little tip.
Okay.
Okay.
It's all about the
Gonna
looks.
bring it down.
It's all about the
It's all
what?
about the looks. Don't say a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The eyes, let the eyes talk.
Let the eyes talk.
That's
That's
true.
real though, because
Yeah.
it's a way you can gaze at somebody. That
Oh,
says
fuck
everything.
yes.
From across the bar.
Without
But
being
don't
a
be
creep.
creepy about
Without
that
being-
shit.
Exactly.
Across the
Without
You
being a
gotta
creep.
do
Yeah.
it in the right way.
Yeah, you can't be no creep.
There's some
No.
looks.
Hey,
Every
nigga,
time they look up, you look at them.
There is a balance. Find that shit.
why are you looking at me eat? Like, Just staring at me doing simple shit. Like,
That's that creep shit.
Prince.
Can I get him to go back?
Like a Prince video.
I'm like, I'm out.
Where you going,
this guy's
baby?
gonna like totally
Where
try
you
to
going,
follow
baby?
me home.
but in the bathroom, like, bitch, meet ballet, meet that ballet.
Cold,
Made day.
11:30. Cold dime.
He trying to get out of there. No, come wait 15 more
This
minutes.
nigga was
15 more
chewing when I was chewing, but he didn't have food. Creep motherfucker.
But seriously, looks kill.
Yeah, it's true.
That's what's
So
up.
that's what you gotta
does.
do. You just gotta look. Gotta have that
Seriously, I think that the majority of the guys that I've hooked up with, like,
What was it? What was it that sent you over the top?
it was probably the looks. It was less the talk. It was the looks.
Yeah,
and it's
shut
like
the fuck
how,
up.
How they're looking at you.
Okay.
Fuck up.
Yeah, it's like
Right?
I don't need to hear your voice.
Didn't
because
Chris
I'm not
Rock
gonna
say
hear
that?
that. I'm not gonna hear that when it's thrown down.
Yeah.
Like,
So
It's
should,
the look.
He should just like look at you and moan.
It's a
in your ear or some
confidence.
shit, huh?
You got to have that confidence. If you got the
Yeah,
confidence,
confidence is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
for real,
Yes.
you can be
And
the
if they're, like,
ugliest
looking at me-
motherfucker, but if you got the confidence, I'm with you.
Oh, for real?
Now,
For
see, that
real.
don't work with me.
It
That
is
don't work
that,
with
it's that like straight up eye contact.
That shit don't work with me.
So
You ugly,
be
got that.
ugly
You
as
ugly.
hell, but if he giving you that look,
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
every
I'm
time if a
telling
man
you.
can command a room and he can fucking, if he's funny, he can command a room,
Right, right.
but he ain't that good looking, I'm down with that though.
That's what's
oh
up.
really?
You know?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Every
that's
damn
how,
time.
That's how you like. That's literally how you go out and you see like this like jacked up looking dude with this like hot ass girl,
Exactly.
and you're just like, how the fuck?
No,
did
conversation
these two-
rules the
He got
nation.
He a dope boy. He got money.
Absolutely right.
That's why.
Well, yeah, or in Dallas they got money too.
No,
Nigga sells cocaine.
Bro, I was.
That's how I feel.
But also, like, there are some guys like she has seen me. Like, there are some guys she's like, what the fuck?
Absolutely.
And I'm
Oh my
like,
God.
All of us know ugly dudes
Shit,
that get.
man, we do the same
All
thing.
of us know
They
ugly
approach
dudes that get hoes.
Yeah,
We all know an ugly
Exactly.
dude that get hoes.
Exactly. And it's like they approached me in the
Well,
right kind of way, and I was just like,
Right.
hey,
Hey,
damn.
look, but a ugly dude who get chicks and a ugly girl who get dudes.
It's a difference.
That's
It's-
totally
No,
different.
ugly-
That's why I said it's
An
different.
ugly chick that
That's
gets
why I
chicks
said
is
it's
also
different.
getting dudes.
It's
An
different with
ugly
men.
chick, a ugly chick is normally the first baby mama. You know what I'm saying? No, the reason I say that, no, I'm about to tell you
Sorry
why.
for all the baby mamas.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not
First
saying.
baby
No, the
mamas
reason I
is
say that
real
because
fucked
that's
up right now.
normally the one. Like for some reason, I'm going off celebrities because
Oh,
before they made it.
like.
But that's before you had money though.
But I say all this to say it's always a pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was the chick that you met on the blue line.
Well,
you know
I
what I'm
can-
saying? On the bus. when you
Damn,
was
I
going-
should've fucked that hoe.
I mean, I can say I have no kids, but my ex-husband was not a looker.
No, he wasn't.
How you getting the door then?
Because he had like, I don't know, he had like a good personality and was just confident for the
Yeah.
moment.
I'm telling you,
But-
personality
see,
and
that's the
confidence
thing,
is
though, like-
everything.
Like,
As soon as
like
you get mad, he that ugly
but
motherfucker.
see, that's the thing.
Never
he had,
called
he
him
had
that.
already.
Ugly motherfucker.
He knew he had won. He had got up.
Nerve.
He had got up in the game. He was like, I'm gonna hold on to this shit. Let's get married.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we got married, and he was like, "Holy fuck, I'm married to
He's
her,"
like, done it.
and he was like, "I can't let her out."
Damn.
Wow. So he was insecure.
Ooh, yeah, he played it cool until we got married.
And then he flipped out on you.
That shit, yeah. That shit flipped on
It take you 6
You had
minutes
to
to
go.
get
Hey,
home
you
from
had
work.
to sit at the
It's
front.
been
of
8.
Hey, you had to sit at the front of the pulpit, middle of the pulpit, at the back.
Sorry,
He was grooming you to be the first lady of the church.
Oh, he was a preacher?
No.
He was close to it though.
Where y'all getting this from?
He said first lady,
Nah.
grooming to be first lady. I'm
No,
like,
I'm
was he a
just saying.
pastor?
You said he had you all overprotective and insecure.
Oh.
No, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because like he showed his confidence until we got married, and then after that he was like,
Did you give off any signs to make him that way?
no, absolutely not. I did not.
Oh.
But yeah, after that he was like, well, every time I would go out, because I'm like, I need to go out with like
Was he
girls.
older?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
How much older, if you don't mind
like
me
4
asking?
years.
Oh,
that's not
bad. That ain't
But that's
Yeah.
critical though because you can be. So what? How old were you when you got married?
I was young. I was like 23.
So he was 27. So he had got out of.
So he had did his thing.
He had, like, you know, he had.
Yeah.
Now he was ugly though, remember? So he wasn't
ugly,
might not
but
have-
like,
you already
But he
said
got
it.
it. He got him
Don't try to
one.
put
So
syrup on that
he
shit
like,
now.
nah, you ain't gotta go nowhere. I ain't going
Yeah.
nowhere.
Look, got me one. I'm good.
I'm good.
yeah.
Nigga, we looking at land.
Yeah, but it was just like when I would go out because of like I'm an independent person. I like to go out and hang out with my friends. I don't care if I'm married or not. Like I wanted to go have girls' nights, and he was. Just
He was
like,
a homebody.
He was like, you
He
can't.
was just.
You ain't
not.
going no damn well.
No,
No, I
That's how he
would
sound.
still go.
Nigga had an ugly voice. What?
I would still go.
Where the fuck you go?
I would still go, but he just didn't. Like he was not happy about it.
he got an attitude with you the next
Hey,
morning and
so,
shit.
hey,
Talking
what-
about you had fun.
Yeah, he'd be like, how many
I
numbers?
smell the
did
look
you
on you.
get? Yeah, I'd be like hungover as fuck, like hanging over the toilet.
Don't be that guy.
For real? So you
Don't
was
be
coming
that
over
guy.
hungover. He was mad and shit.
Oh hell yeah! No, he would text me out when I was out, and he'd be like, "So, how many numbers have you gotten so far?"
Oh, that's trash.
Ah, yeah, that's bullshit. Yeah,
fuck
that's
that.
fuckery.
But I ain't gonna lie, dudes
Hey,
do
did
not
you-
like
my
when
whole-
y'all
Hey, hold
come
on.
home drunk.
But
That'll
did
fuck
you
my
ever
whole-
think
no.
that shit may have turned them on?
Nah, I don't think dudes like that either.
I don't know.
You said
I
what?
cut that shit off after a while. I
Nah,
told
did you
him,
ever think that he may have been like kept asking you all them questions just to get turned on? Cause
No,
he may
it
be like,
used to-
I got a hot ass wife
a thought,
out here.
though.
Everybody
It
wanna.
is, like now thinking back on it, maybe, but at the time I was like, no, fuck you. I was like, you text
Your
me this one more time.
insecurities.
I was like, you text me this one more time, and I was like, I'm gonna make some shit happen and send you a picture of it.
Yeah, he was gonna push you to cheat.
I mean,
All you
shit.
doing is pushing them.
He gonna
shit.
push
Right,
you.
You like,
that's
hey,
what I'm saying. He may want you to like. In his mind, he may want to see that, to see your limitations.
That's a thought, though.
I
I
mean,
never
then when
thought
you
about
think
it like that.
He
Might
wanted
have
to
been
see
that
how far
freaky.
my hot ass wife would go.
He went.
That's
He
called-
went
that's
philosophical
called
with it as a married
gluttony.
man. You know, he looking at the layers of it.
I'm just saying.
I
I'm
mean,
just like,
after
think
that-
about
That
it.
nigga want.
There is a term for that, though.
Nah, I'm not.
I'm
It's just,
bullshit.
nah, I'm
Are
just
you
saying.
are you trying to tell us you like cocoa?
It's a category.
Nigga stood up and everything. Thought you had to go
He's
piss.
super
nigga.
into
Man, don't you
this.
need to put some water on that Jerry curl of yours?
Here we go, her hating again.
Went to the
'Cause he got the KD
Hey man, that
grade.
boy say you know, boy.
You done went to the
He
club.
just-
But
Yeah.
nah, so
Slow blow.
This is
so
low- this is low
are both of
key.
y'all, so are both of y'all single right now? Dating, cutty buddies, halfway married? What?
I'm actually married.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never knew this.
When did you
I-
get married?
I've been married. I've been married for 10
Miranda, I
years.
never
10
knew
years?
you.
You did not know I was married?
Nope.
I
Hey.
don't carry myself as married. Is that it?
I just ain't never heard you say my husband.
Oh,
Hey, it ain't. Hey,
Oh
sometimes.
shit! Don't
Let
hey
me
edit
find
that.
out you still out here in these streets.
Hold on.
Let me find out you still out here in these streets.
She still is in these streets.
Hey,
This is
ain't that the
why
name
she
of
is
the
my
podcast?
partner.
Hey,
Sure.
hey,
That's the
hey!
name of the
We might need to
podcast,
edit
right?
that part.
Nope.
She's
Yeah,
still
we
in
might
these
need to
streets.
take that out.
These streets.
nah.
No, how long you been married?
I've been married for 10 years.
That's
You know how
beautiful.
most women they talk about their husbands all the time. Like Miranda, just
I'm me, though.
exactly. So
I'm
But after
me.
5 years, you stopped.
But
that
her
shit.
this
First
is
5
why-
years, you're like, my husband pisses all at your desk. After 5 years, you be like, oh, that mother.
This is why I got divorced after 5
so what
years.
about you, Krista?
I'm single.
She's
You
the
in-
single
she
one.
on Tinder
you
right
out
now.
here.
Like,
Yeah.
like,
No, I'm not on Tinder.
no.
I
Which-
deactivated
which-
my
How often
Tinder.
do
Which
you
one you on?
deactivate
And
and
reactivate.
activate?
I haven't been on Tinder in at least a year.
So
said-
what?
said
So where
that
you
like-
been going for your
I just meet a lot of people out.
she
Oh.
said like she
That's
was
a good
vegan. She was
organic
like,
way.
She like,
Yeah. on the
old
street.
school, huh?
The
she
best
was
way
like,
to meet people
in
is
the
out.
stopped eating
streets.
meat a year ago. Like,
Look, that's the
she's
only way to
vegan or
meet
some shit.
people anymore. You
Cause
be
I hear y'all
fucking
talk
all
about it
my
on y'all
shit.
podcast, so I be thinking like this is like going on now.
Oh,
you know,
so-
like so.
No,
A lot of
I
it is,
literally
though.
I was on Tinder and then I deactivated. I went on Bumble.
What's that?
Fuck
Bumble is
So what makes you think
That's
Bumble was
some
gonna be
bullshit.
better than Tinder?
Well, because Bumble guys cannot like message a girl first. Girls
Oh,
have to
so
message
you-
a guy.
So you just pick what you want.
Yes.
Right, she's choosing.
That's sexist.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Have you ever been
No.
catfish?
Why
No.
it gotta be
You never
geared
been
to
catfish?
y'all? Like that's
Yeah.
just like I remember
That is
back-
unfair.
Because of the dick
Because
pics, though.
because of Tinder.
I remember back in the day when we used to call a chat line when I was like 13.
Oh my
That nigga said chat
God.
line.
Was that
was
AOL? Did
Girl-
you do the dial up on
No, I'm
Yeah,
AOL?
that
talking
was
about the
back
one
in
when
the
you
day.
called.
Goddamn
I'm
party
talking about
lines
it was
and
like
shit.
live links or something, and the girls get to go call for free, but guys
Oh, is that
gotta
the show
pay.
that showed up on your TV after,
Yeah,
like-
after
it's
midnight?
after
I'm like,
hours.
I remember when.
Like
Calm
1-800
down.
You
live
know when you be
links.
at your homeboy crib, y'all be like, hey, we go, and y'all all on the same intro.
Hey.
This Antoine, this Javon.
Yeah, everybody take a turn.
If you want to holler,
Hey,
at
this
us,
is
Holler.
Live
hit
Links.
one.
Hey, this
Where
is
the girls
Leslie.
at on the
Please
southeast?
don't.
So you had one too?
I've seen the commercials.
Oh
It
yeah.
was like live links or some
don't-
shit.
Yeah.
I
Like,
thought you were saying you
you
was
get
on there
30
too.
minutes
You was on
free.
there.
Oh.
and you be like, you got 2 minutes. We ain't make nobody yet.
I thought she was like, I like all y'all.
No.
You got 2 minutes.
I'm selective.
We ain't
on-
met nobody. It feel like you in jail.
28 minutes.
You have 30 seconds left. Hey man, anybody who want dick?
I got liquor.
What's it like? You have a collect call from
I
Antoine.
got weed. I got liquor.
My mama got some gin in the refrigerator.
You like ribs? I got you. For mama cook.
Nigga, please, somebody just come through.
So, like,
So you say you
ooh.
never got catfished?
No, I've not gotten catfish. I've heard a lot of like stories. Apparently, that is like a bigger thing for girls to do to guys.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Like I
'Cause
try.
motherfuckers niggas be nuts.
Cause
Motherfuckers be
dudes-
thirsty.
Hey, but y'all dudes probably gonna be like,
y'all was
"Ah,
in
fuck it."
college.
Huh?
Y'all be wanting to show pictures from when y'all was in college, but you 2
Hell
kids
no!
later.
I
But she
show
already-
pictures.
All headshots. I hate that
She
shit.
already know
I
that. Like,
definitely don't trust
like
all
most
headshots.
dudes, you on their site, you get there and she ain't really looking like she supposed to. You gonna be like, man, fuck it.
So I always try to present myself in like the most authentic way because that's the only way that you can do that shit.
Yeah.
What you say, darling?
I ain't say shit. What the hell you talking about? Don't bring me in the shit. Keep talking.
But the only way that you can present yourself is like in the most authentic way. And so I try to like find like if someone's like, because I'll swipe through and I'm like, oh, this dude's cute. And then all of a sudden it's like, whoa, did I skip 20 years?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this motherfucker?
Hey man, they putting MySpace pictures up. On there.
Oh, right.
Hey, bro, I was the man. You had braids in that picture.
Hey,
What
nigga,
happened?
you got on a throwback.
You're a ball.
That's circa 04, nigga.
Motherfucker got
Like
pictures of
05,
braids.
They got on a throwback.
Ain't that a
in
FUBU shirt?
In a headband.
He
Cross
putting up
colors
pictures of
and
him at
shit.
the Kappa.
Nigga, the Seawall bitch shut down. What Kappa died in what, like 04?
Oh man! Shout out to the boys out there on Tinder swiping wrong.
Swipe
But the
right,
only-
nigga.
But I'm gonna
Strap
like
up.
if there are
swiping
some
my nigga.
girls that listen to your show, I'm gonna give them some advice. Post recent pictures.
Please.
Post pictures without makeup on.
And the goddamn Snapchat filters with the dog
No
ears.
Snapchat
See,
filters.
without makeup, it's gonna take a while. That's gonna
I hate that shit.
That's gonna kill a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's
I
gonna knock
post-
a lot of motherfuckers
Hey.
out.
That's gonna knock
No,
a lot of
hell
people
no.
out the box.
I post pictures without. I at least have one picture on my profile that's no makeup, no filter, no nothing.
Makeup.
You heard Chris's rules.
What about the
You
angle?
need to do that.
Makeup
Huh?
like
What about the
camouflage.
angles?
Nigga, that shit is very
I
deceptive.
always give at least
Makeup
one
is
full
That's
body
ugly
shot.
bitch camouflage.
I ain't gonna lie, makeup for women is like 3 inches for dudes. Like that's just like a
Boy, you said
motherfucker become
something, boy.
6'1".
You
You know what I'm
said
saying? When he leave the house.
You said something.
Like,
Who the fuck
though.
wants to
said
like go
something
to sleep
terrible.
with Beyonce and wake up with a
like, for real, like,
homeless
think of this
person
shit.
on the
I
side
mean,
of the
but,
street?
So-
but if you can put that shit back on though, you know.
but think of this shit.
Exactly. That's the thing, because
If I
I'm
can-
44
I mean,
years old.
Flip.
I'm gonna
44.
come like meet you with my best face on, but I'm gonna need you to see
That's
me
some
at my
bullshit.
work.
Hey, I'm gonna
Nah.
take you swimming first day. Hey, man.
We're going swimming. We
if
are
a
going
girl,
swimming.
if a girl does
mean,
not
but-
have a picture without makeup on, then you
Hey,
need to
you
use
ain't
it
gonna
to
be
pass
like-
that
you
shit.
can just be
But
like,
I'm big on that. I gotta see you without makeup.
Cause you know the
Yeah.
new thing is like those makeup videos where they show you the before and after, and it's like that
like,
shit be like
damn.
Hollywood. That
Nigga,
shit
they
be
go
like
from like
Hollywood.
Larry
Hey,
Spence.
That
it's
is
called that
cute.
contour shit.
The motherfucker
Yeah,
go from
no,
Larry
you're talking
Spence
I
to
don't even know
Gabrielle
that
Union.
life. I don't know that life. I don't do the contour
But
shit.
I've seen those.
No.
But yeah, there is
They
a
have
total
like,
reconstruction.
I'm like,
Up and
Like
shit
who
like that.
is this?
It's like a total
It's a different
reconstruction.
person.
Even sped
So-
up, it take 20 minutes.
so that's why all
Shit, that
girls.
shit took an hour.
Yeah, but that's why all girls
Seriously.
need to like because that's where girls get a bad fucking name.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so you presented yourself
I
as this,
mean,
but
but-
then you wiped off your face and you were a completely
No, but
damn
like-
different
But
person.
I'm that person, though.
But what if,
I
what
am
if,
that
what if
person.
it's just a situation though? What if it's just for that? I mean, if you just for that night, then I don't give a fuck what you look
Oh
like
no!
in the morning.
Like if you're on Tinder, like who the fuck
I'm just
cares?
saying.
I'm be mad as hell if I wake up.
Hey, like,
Don't wash your face.
hey,
tomorrow.
bro,
you not getting breakfast.
hey, what Billy Ocean said?
You not getting breakfast.
Billy
But
Ocean
wait.
made a song.
Damn.
Wait, hold on.
He was like,
She was getting breakfast. You know
Just
the picture
like
y'all took
sweet.
last night.
But y'all,
Her right here, you know the picture we took last night? She was going to get bacon and she was going to get eggs.
You was probably gonna do that shit
And
anyway.
I'm like,
nigga.
She was going to get eggs cooked to order.
And the bacon.
wait. I have a question though. If y'all are hooking up with someone, are y'all making them breakfast?
Hey man,
Because I need to
I
know
watch
what's
Love
up.
Hey,
Jones.
hold on. Like
We need the bacon.
Hold on.
So
You getting
she
smashed
like, I done
and not
missed out
getting
on 12
breakfast.
pounds of bacon.
No, I usually just like head out in the morning.
Oh, you one of them?
Oh no, I'm
Oh,
one
you
of them.
one of them?
Like, I'm out.
Oh, so you gotta think. It depends on how. All right, this
Hold
is how
on,
you
man.
can tell.
Breakfast is always included.
No,
Oh, shut
Marcus,
the
no.
fuck
No,
up!
I
I
mean-
am like hooking up with the wrong damn guy.
So everybody,
I know.
I didn't know if I stayed around for a night.
like-
breakfast.
As the representative.
Hey, Antoine, give me
usually,
something new.
like,
What's
no.
going on right now?
girls know now they need to hook up with knowledge. Because he's going to make you some goddamn breakfast.
No, they don't. No can do. No can do.
All right, time out on that.
Too many
Everybody
voices on the
talking,
mic.
man.
Too many voices.
Oh,
Okay, we're down.
Okay, no, I was gonna say as the
no, not you.
I'm single. I'm about to
No, I want to hear this. I want to hear this though. You never had no breakfast in the morning.
No, because I just straight up like go and leave. Like it's
She ain't
usually
trying to
even
get in them
before-
feelings.
It's usually even before like they wake up. I'm like,
Oh, you don't
hey,
spend the night.
peace out. No, I stay the night. I just wake up. I'm a
No
super early
donuts,
bird.
no black coffee, none of that shit, huh?
No, I don't hang around.
Well, you know,
Tiptoe
some girls
tiptoe
don't get
up
the
out of that.
cue, so you like, all right. So
Oh,
it
I'm just
it
like out before
depends on
anybody
how
gives
you
me a
feel
So you
about
just
that
like-
person. Like if you vibing with them, you'll get up, cook breakfast. We might smoke one, kick it. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't never get there, huh? What the
But-
fuck you been doing?
But the thing is, no, she just said.
No,
she get
I
up.
just like get up and get out.
She ain't waiting for the bacon.
Yeah,
She gonna go home and make her own damn bacon.
Shit,
Get
tiptoe.
out.
So even if it's good, you just like fuck it, I'm out.
I mean, because I'm an early
You gonna
riser.
leave your number on the goddamn me.
She'll say.
I mean, no, I'll have given them my number, but
Flim is on some random shit.
I'm just
Like,
asking,
like
guys.
Flim thinking you met this nigga like at the bar.
No, Antoine, you had a good
No.
point. Because I want to know, like, damn,
All right.
breakfast is not offered. Like,
So I was gonna
included?
break it down. I was gonna break it
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
as a
No,
man.
I want to hear
wanna
that
hear.
too.
I
I
wanna
just
hear.
wanted to hear that though.
No, I know. So I break it down as the as the single representative of Unspoken Conversation. Shout out to my dudes in relationships, FBMA,
yeah,
Favorite Black Male Association.
shout out to Miranda.
Hey, but yeah, so as the I will say, everybody doesn't get the same treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like because you don't want to blur the line.
But
Oh my
Okay,
gosh, you
let
live
me-
on my
let me
life.
ask
But hold on,
you
and
this.
that's what I'm
Live
saying.
on my
Like,
life.
that's part of just all, like, where
No,
I
but
come
wait,
from.
no,
That
but
was
wait.
always part of the package,
Hey,
regardless. Like,
and
you're
let
going to
me-
get
let-
Part of the
breakfast.
package.
And let me ask you this though.
That's a
Have
hell
you
of a
ever-
package.
Have you ever been in a
Right?
situation
Okay.
where somebody done changed your mind? You like, oh, I done changed.
No,
you,
but that's
you get
no.
breakfast.
We
Yes,
talk
you would.
about after.
Right.
We talk about
No.
after the sex. You
I'm
know
just
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. That's what I'm saying though. You have been in a situation like you went into the sex.
No,
like,
the-
man,
the
she
sex
gotta
is-
go
the
at
sex-
nine.
She got to go.
But
and
the
then
sex
like you
is
was
not-
like in mid sex, you
Yeah.
was just like,
I'm
gonna
gonna make
us some
breakfast.
biscuits.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get us
I'm
some
gonna make you a grilled cheese sandwich.
Y'all
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Y'all
Like,
speak-
Some biscuits,
Okay, so
bacon.
my question is, do you do that regardless of
Yes,
whether you
it's
interested or
already
not?
included.
It's a courtesy
Oh, that's-
package.
It's gonna be
Oh
included.
shit! Like,
No.
okay, so maybe I need to wait around
Yeah,
a little bit
no.
longer.
Hungry?
Y'all-
No. Honestly, no. I mean, I'll feed you.
Y'all
I might not cook. but
Y'all-
I'll feed
y'all-
you.
A
y'all
bitch
been-
likes to get
Uber
fed
Eats.
though.
You know, downstairs my apartment complex, we got a taco
See, the
stand.
motherfuckers,
It's
y'all
like-
been fucking
Go
when they
get
got
your
no
bacon,
glass.
egg, and
That's all
cheese.
it
You
is.
know
But
what I'm saying?
when I'm in a
That's all it is.
I'll feed you.
got you.
I'll feed
when
you.
I'm in a hookup situation though, it's like, we hook up, I sleep for a couple hours, and then I'm
And
out.
that's what it is.
Hey, but-
That's what it
Hey,
is.
she's up before the bacon starts cooking.
Yeah, like
Y'all
there
ever
is
heard-
nobody that is up
Yeah.
before me.
Y'all ever
so.
heard of
That's like going on
Derek
like,
Jeter?
that's like
Derek
going on
Jeter
dates
had a
with a
package.
hookup.
Yeah,
So
you
just-
Yeah, you had a
Hey,
care
hey,
Oh, yeah,
Flim,
he had the autograph.
Flim, tell him about that. Like,
No,
yeah.
he had he'll send you home with the autograph
That's a
bat
class,
ball.
though. That's
He gave you a
Like, yeah,
package.
no,
Yeah,
that
he
was
gave
the
you a
thing.
package when
He
you
was
came.
sending his women
Jeter.
home in a
That's
drive with a
Shut
driver.
the fuck
Yeah, he
up.
was-
That's
Yeah.
appreciation.
Where
had a
are
limo.
y'all when I'm I'm like currently dating because I
Derek
get
Jeter
called
had a
a
limo.
fucking
He
nut.
had a limo
I'm
waiting on
trying
you.
to figure out
You
where the
probably should have
breakfast
swiped
at.
like 5 more times.
Hey, I can see him. Let me go on.
That's the difference between a Hilton and a goddamn Red Roof
It's gonna
Inn.
be worth
That's what
something.
that is.
It's gonna be worth something.
He said a red roof in.
There's a difference between the Hilton and the
Hey.
Red Roof Inn. And I need some
Hey,
goddamn
that's why
breakfast.
giving
in
you.
the
He
morning.
giving you memorial.
He giving you a-
Hey,
Your
so
package, a farewell package.
just
Yeah,
some
he gave-
feedback
he
from
gave-
Unspoken. Like, regardless of when y'all
need-
leave,
you need-
you need a meal. You need at least one. You either need
I'm
dinner.
with you.
You need
I'm
a dinner. Or
with
you need a breakfast.
If you let a
Look,
dude fuck
we
without
don't-
feeding you,
I don't give
then
a
it's an
damn.
issue.
You give him 30 minutes of conversation. He got to put a meal plan in
That's what
in the
I'm
next 6
saying.
hours.
There ain't nothing
Okay.
wrong with that. If you
Okay,
done put
okay.
Women
in
out
work,
there,
you done
know
sucked
your
that
work.
dick like a goddamn champ.
Hey,
Know
you
your
know
work.
I know my
Hey,
worth.
say
and I
it.
always get out.
We can
Say
say
that.
it.
Hold
So
on, say that
no, the
again.
reason we
Hold on,
saying
what
that
you saying?
because
At least get some
if
toast.
all right,
Hey,
gotta think
man.
it's levels to breakfast. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm saying,
yeah.
though.
So if a motherfucker give you some donuts, then your shit was subpar.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But if you
Hey, I
don't cook
go-
me some eggs,
But if
after
I'm
I
getting
done
up and
sucked your dick
actually
like that,
slaving over these
No, no,
pans and
yeah.
pots and
So
I'm
then,
making some
then
other
that's when
potatoes
yeah,
and shit.
I'm stinking up my
Right.
back
I'm
on my
making niggas-
damn
I'm chopping up
apartment.
onions.
Yeah.
All right, I'm learning some knowledge for a second.
Yeah.
So it's like if a guy just like orders me some breakfast, or if he cooks me some breakfast, then if he cooks me some breakfast, then I
Cook
should
me
know
some
that
Hold on.
He like
he
you.
laid
No,
that
hold
I
on.
laid
He
it
like to
down.
cook, though. He
That I
like
laid
to
it
cook.
down.
No.
No.
You gotta think about it. How much money does this particular guy got? Because like,
It's a
oh,
budget
we're talking about
also.
money
yeah,
too.
because
It's about
if
budgets.
if you fucking with somebody who you know he ain't got it like that, and he get up and he buy you some breakfast,
He got it.
You
He
done
got
did
it.
the shit.
you know you might have done
Got
something.
it from somewhere.
Hey,
You
hey,
might
hey,
have
he got it.
Got it from
right.
somewhere.
But okay,
you-
but
you
hold
guys-
on. I gotta tell you a flip
Okay.
situation. You
Okay.
fucking with somebody who got it, and then they cook you some breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Then you done some guys. He might
That's
order you some
personal.
shit.
Y'all looking at it from an older perspective.
Nah,
No, we
I'm
looking at it from
He's
telling
working
you.
it. He's working
No,
it.
the
I'm
reason,
telling you from my
no, the
own
reason I
perspective.
said the reason I say that is
Nigga
because
trying to classify us.
no, I'm not saying y'all. I'm saying the older like that.
We like
back
wine,
in the day,
nigga. That's like class.
I'm saying like a back in the day thing. Like it was more. Cause I love Jones. You remember he got up and cooked me
Egg on- cheese omelet.
a cheese omelet.
Nigga, that ain't a time. That ain't a one moment in time. That's like forever.
But
Like, what you talking about?
Marcus ain't gonna let
That's
me
why
finish
you
my
ain't
thought.
single though.
You know,
Go ahead, go ahead.
But what I'm saying is, so it's more about like
So it's him.
it's just more about the aura, meaning like this is when you really know if a dude vibe with you. If y'all sitting up and just kicking and having a conversation.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I get that. And so, like, as the two single ones in this moment, this is how I come from it. Like, if I'm just like hooking up with someone, and that's all it is, I don't care to sit down and have a fucking meal with them. I ain't feeling it. I ain't
But you a
vibing
real
it.
one though. A lot of times y'all got to go through the red tape of acting like you know.
Oh
we
hell
really down
no!
About that, like
Like
let's
no,
meet
no,
for
no.
dinner.
I've learned enough in my years of dating and living that no, there are guys that are worth a little bit more, and there are guys that are not. Just like there are women that are worth a little bit more, and there are
It's
guys
levels.
that are
Don't
not.
you always know that I'm a
And
savage?
That's what's up.
I am a straight up savage, and I will tell you that night. I'm like, you're only worth fucking. You want to go
You see
home?
what I'm dealing with out here in these streets, man? Y'all see what I'm dealing with out here
Most
in
men
these
gonna be
streets?
like, shit, that's cool. All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm saying.
Most men gonna be like, all right,
If
cool.
I was out
no,
here in
I've
these
never been
streets
turned
too,
for that.
I'd be
Yeah, I
like,
was about to say, most
I'd be
men
like, you
be
know what?
like,
I appreciate
no.
that. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I
I
fuck
will
like
totally.
it's no tomorrow at that point. Like
And
it's
or-
like shit.
Or
I
I'll be
feel-
like, I'm not gonna take you home tonight because you might be worth a little bit
that's
more
some
than
bullshit
fucking.
though.
Stop
That's
putting them in a
bullshit.
friend.
Don't do
Stop
that.
putting them in a friend zone. That's fucked
Y'all wanna
up.
Because they
because
will
I
totally
gotta
get
fuck
it.
him
tonight too.
They will
You
get
don't, you don't
it.
want to
That's
fuck with
fucked
me
up.
because
You
you
gotta
got
It's
a
not
future.
for the
You
night,
wanna
but
fuck me
it's
next
not
week?
for the night.
No, you gotta fuck him that night too.
That's so
though.
backwards of me. I don't want to
Sometimes
fuck
it
you because I
happens.
like you.
That's
You
how
know what I'm saying? Like,
you fucking
nigga,
up.
what?
Yeah, that's why you
Niggas,
fucking
so
up.
most niggas gonna be like, well, don't like me, don't like me.
don't want that.
You ain't gotta like
like
me.
me then. Like me
Sometimes
enough
it
to give me
happens.
some
You don't like me.
fuck.
But-
Don't like. I need you to like me just this much.
Just
So I get the dough.
Like me tomorrow. Don't like me tonight. Hate me tonight, goddamn.
I know you're going to like me more in the morning if you
No.
Start that like shit tomorrow.
Nobody can hate you that night because hate sex is the best, and we can't.
That's
go
true
there.
though. That's true though.
No.
I'm gonna co-sign that.
Yeah.
Hate sex? I never heard.
Hate
I've never heard of
fuck,
hate
yeah.
sex.
You know
I don't
about
think I
some
can. I
real
don't think I
love
can
ass.
fuck
It's
somebody.
just
I hate.
Hey,
been
D-boy,
referred to as something
that
else.
shit fire.
I don't think I can fuck somebody that I hate.
No, that's just borderline
That
violence.
shit, that
And
that's
that is
okay.
the best
Well,
shit you'll ever
first,
have.
okay, before y'all
getting
tell me
rough
how
with a
good it is, explain to me what hate sex.
Okay, so if you're in a fight with in a fight with your significant other.
Make
And
up
before,
sex.
it's not. No, it's not make up sex. It's before you've made up.
Don't think we back cool type shit.
Yeah.
For
Just,
real.
you ain't fucking nobody else. I ain't gonna fuck nobody else. Let's go fuck real quick.
But look, you
We
have
gonna go
never
back to
heard the
being mad
term,
at each other. Is that
I
what
love
it
you,
is?
but I'm gonna need you to fuck you like you hate me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
That means
Yeah.
you choking me, but you
Hey,
like, girl,
well,
I
when you say pineapples, pineapples don't work.
Bananas.
Pineapples don't work. No, you just gotta. Hey, you gotta goddamn be like.
Nigga be like, baby. Time out. I don't do that choke shit. I might get carried away. I don't do that choke
my
shit.
hand's too heavy to be choking.
Yeah, I might be. My hand's too big. I know.
Okay.
No,
got
it's
excited.
never
Got
too heavy.
So are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship?
I am.
Okay. So you guys have an argument. So before you make up, you end up having sex.
Have the
That would
hate
be
sex.
that would be hate sex. And that's when it's like raw.
That's
and
some
like,
good
And
shit.
then when you
All
fuck
right.
the shot up, she
And
still roll over on your ass.
We're all about to do all these crazy ass fucking shit to each other because
trying to
I
have me-
can't stand your ass
She's
right
trying to have
now.
me get into an
That's
argument.
right. It's like,
Hey, nigga,
Shit.
I'm gonna call and be like, I can't stand your ass.
Let's have hate.
I'm just saving your
exactly.
relationship.
So just so I can see what it's about.
right.
Seriously, it's like I love this motherfucker,
Damn.
but I'm gonna fuck you like I hate you.
Right.
For real.
Hey, hey,
So motherfucker tell me that.
Hey, let me feed you.
Nigga, if a motherfucker tell me that, I'm gonna be like Eddie Kane mom in the 5 Heartbeats, nigga, when she stood up. When he hit that note. Oh!
nigga, you gonna be, nigga, you gonna be like,
Hate me.
nigga, you gonna be like, you
charged
hungry
for that shit.
That's all you
My
gonna
bad,
say.
man.
That's all you gonna say. You hungry? Hey,
All
hey,
over here was Eddie Kane.
hey,
Stand up.
But he
hey,
knows.
no,
He
you
knows
gonna be in there.
what-
Hey, you gonna be in there dicing onions and bell peppers and tomatoes.
Are you talking about the dicing?
I do that already for
You know
my
that, you know that's why Donnie used to put up the cooking videos. Right?
Yeah, right.
He was trying to get his DM or something. He ain't
Oh,
slick.
nigga shit was the phone was
He ain't slick.
Hey,
He'll put
big
up
head.
hey Sunday
Hey,
about
stranger.
1 o'clock. You'll see him put real cooking
I'll be
meals.
like,
Like,
oh shit.
and I know these chicks be like, "Ooh,
Hey,
who
I
you
cook
cooking
for real.
for?
DJ that cooks.
Give me a plate. Can I come by?"
Hey, hold on.
Stranger.
Hey, hold on.
Get your ass
Hey,
out
hold
my
on. Hey, Dilf that cooks.
Hey, that can't be the title of this.
Yeah. No.
Shut the fuck up because all the ladies will be hitting you up.
Liam, you ain't shit.
Guilt that
Hey,
cook.
hey.
All y'all gonna have problems with that.
All the 30-year-old women
Boy,
are
y'all
gonna be
got it.
hitting y'all up.
That's fucked up.
I like older women. You know what I'm
Shout out
saying?
to
So
my baby
all the
girl.
cougars holler
Shout
at
out to the older women.
love cool.
Shout out to
Hey, I'm-
your girl.
No, I'm
love
saying my
cooking.
daughter. They say dip. I'm saying shout out to my baby girl. She'll be 23 on the 18th. Next Thursday. So happy birthday,
That's your
baby
baby.
girl.
coming from the deal.
She'll
Coming
be,
from
she'll
the
be
deal.
23. Yeah.
He said coming from
Niggas.
the
Hey,
Deal.
and he got a 40 cal. They
Dilf
ride
that
with that. Yeah.
I'll put a hole in a
Dilf
nigga.
that cooks.
Don't fight no more.
Right.
I shoot through doors.
This weekend, hey,
The nigga that Amazon, hey, a real story, true story. I won't finna shoot him, but you ever been at the crib? You know, like I don't invite people to my. I ain't gonna say invite, but don't nobody just pop up at my house.
Oh hell
Right.
no!
So I was getting a
Hell
package.
no.
I was getting a package delivered and forgot all about it. You know, Amazon, they hit your shit up. Doom. So I'm nigga. What the fuck is this? I go to the door, open it. He walking off. I said, "Say, man, the box is on the ground." So I ain't look down. I was like, "Say," he was like, "Oh, you got a package." I said, "Say, man, wait till I open the door next time. Don't just
Wait.
walk off."
Wait.
And beat on my
Have
door
you
like
not?
goddamn,
Have you not
like your
invested?
apartment
Hey,
on fire upstairs.
Yeah,
Have you
he
not
gonna
invested
keep
in a
your shit
Ring
all the way there.
doorbell?
Oh, get them on those motherfuckers.
Ring doorbell. They will not fucking because that shit records and like alerts you when someone comes to your
Oh
phone.
yeah, that's
anyways.
what my parents have. They had. I live in an apartment. I ain't got.
You can do it in an
That's
apartment.
just like when
You
came
can
to
put it
shit.
up. You don't have to have a doorbell. You can put it up. Doesn't matter. Put it up in an apartment.
I saw a video on the news where a dude caught his Uber Eats dude drinking out his shake.
Yeah, he said the shake. I
seen
saw
it.
that
I've seen
shit.
it.
I'm like, man, I ain't never ordered Uber Eats
I
for
don't
the
eat
drink
that
again,
shit. I don't.
bro.
I don't
That's
order
why
that.
you
I'm
have a
skeptical.
fucking Ring doorbell. You can catch those fuckers.
That's why,
doing
that's
all
how he
that
caught
shit.
him.
Like
the
they-
dude sitting up
Yeah.
there drinking
But
his
I
shit.
can't see
but
what
like
they
Knocked
doing in
on
the
the
car.
door and drinking his shit.
But the bag be stapled up,
depends.
so you know if they get out the bag, you'll know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or
they won't fuck with your food, but that's
Hey,
why
I
you
can
never.
just see a petty ass motherfucker taking
With a
2
staple
fries.
in the car.
That's why.
Chick-fil-A fries.
Right.
I just take
Them
2.
Chick-fil-A fries. If that bag hot,
Hell
they'll be
yeah.
like, shit, he ain't gonna miss these. But
They left that shit out the order.
They put them in the bag anyway. They was in the bag.
Chick-fil-A fries.
It smells so good on the way over here.
I was hungry.
I ain't ate since 3.
Been at work all day.
Oh shit.
So I have a question
what's
for.
up?
We gotta ask.
Ask
Okay.
us.
I'm
Ask us
getting interviewed
anything.
now.
All right, this is for the single one. So all y'all.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, hey.
Tell me your most recent worst date.
Oh,
Lay it out.
all right. It wasn't. I've never really had a worst.
It's all
bad
good.
Oh,
date.
shut the hell
I'm,
up.
I'm being
Oh,
honest.
well, I can say I haven't had that many terrible dates.
I'm gonna
but-
tell you why. So I'm in a way, I'm a people pleaser to the point where I will get out of the
Are
situation.
we gonna go on a date soon? No, I'm just kidding.
No, for real. Hey, no, I'm gonna tell you why.
Look at that shit on
Hey.
Unspokn Conversation.
Hey,
She gonna hate you tonight, nigga.
hate me. You can hate.
Oh, hey.
You can hate me now.
How many of y'all are gonna
Nigga
go
be
home and be
spitting out
like,
bubbly
I
like
can't
Diddy
stand
was.
you. Hey, let's fuck.
Hey man, you know what? I saw how you looking at me when we was recording.
Shit at you. I fuck the shit at you.
want me to-
I hate the shit at
I
you.
won't say nothing. I won't say shit.
But no, so the reason I really don't have bad days, because if I know I ain't feeling it, I'll at least be cordial to the point where I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I
That's
don't
how I am.
allow-
I will suffer through.
Exactly.
It's like
I don't
it'll be
allow
terrible,
dates
but
to
I'll
go
suffer
bad
through it,
because you know I'm gonna just make the best of my time. So I've never really had bad dates. I have had dates where I got turned off on the date.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so like that's
Hell
the
yeah.
worst. It's because it felt like honestly, because it felt like all right. So I was on a date where a chick actually like snorted coke.
Wait. In
Shut
front
the
of you?
fuck up.
Holy
Like
shit.
straight up in front of me.
Hold on.
Did she offer?
And you left?
Now I
Did
would
she offer you
I
some?
would have done.
Hey, we are getting like new tea out
Did
here.
you leave though? Like that's when
It
you
was
knew
about a year and a half ago.
that's how you knew it was live though.
And the thing is, bro, it was a black chick.
I was just about to say.
Did she
You
offer
know,
you
black
some?
chicks
Yeah,
don't
did
just
you
do
leave?
coke.
No,
Did you
white
say?
chicks do coke at a turn of
I'm
dime.
like,
That's
motherfucker,
true.
you do coke? Like, that ain't black
Did it in
people
front of
drug.
you?
So you ain't want to fuck with her no
She
more?
do it in front of you. She do it daily.
Yeah, she did
Yeah.
hit it right off the goddamn edge of her
Shut
tongue,
the
bro.
fuck
I
up.
would have said, baby, that ain't sex.
Was she fine?
Yeah.
Bro, she was cute. It was fun. It was fat. It was crazy.
She had the little white on the nose.
She was on the little. She was like a little. You know, she was active. Like she worked out and shit. So I'm like,
Hey, you gotta. I want to see this Instagram. I gotta see this.
I want to.
I need.
But
So do I.
You gonna hit her up.
it was so.
Hey,
It
I
was the
know what
craziest
those
shit. It was the craziest shit.
I got 8 balls going.
It was the.
I know what you
like,
like.
I got grabs
I
going for
know.
30.
So like
Matter of
literally
fact-
the one that's like the white shit on her nose, like
And like it was the craziest.
Up
I mean, that
angle.
shit is common now, but it ain't good to see no chick you on a date
that
with
turned
do
you
that
off
shit.
though?
Bro, Dick
That would
went,
have turned me off.
Dick went so limp, bro. I couldn't even try to get hard.
Really?
Cause I'm like, she a dope head.
So
Like,
so what's your
Yeah,
drug?
that's disgusting.
So what's your drug limit like? Like, can she pop some
Weed.
pills?
Weed.
I'm good with weed. I stopped at
straight
weed.
up, straight up
But
weed
you know
is like
what?
the only
I
thing
stopped
on a
at
date.
weed.
Hey,
If we can share a blunt, I don't go past.
Hey,
it.
so if
Yeah.
she pop an X pills, you ain't fucking with her.
I mean, if we having a fun night, if we having
That's what I'm saying.
we having a fun
I mean,
night,
if you partying having
He
a
done
fun
changed his
night,
whole
if we
mind.
want to party all the time.
He's like, hold on, hold on.
my girl likes
Oh,
to
no.
party all the time.
No.
Hey, shout out to
Party
Eddie
all the
Murphy.
time.
Eddie. Coming to America 2 coming soon.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell Eddie, and that was the worst vocals ever.
It was
Ever.
terrible.
I don't mean to get
Yeah,
out.
Rick James in the video.
Fucking
in
love
the
that
80s.
song.
Hey, Eddie was, you know Eddie
That
was snorting
motherfucking
coke.
freak.
Rick James, that nigga was a,
Hey, the video
Drug
was nice.
head.
The video was
but
nice.
he made great music though.
But he was a freak though.
He was.
Hey,
For real, for
Rick
real.
James
See,
made great
Rick
music.
James was
Hey,
a different type
that's
of
hey. You
He'll
know
fuck
what?
you and your dude.
And I don't want to.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't-
Nigga, where you going?
all y'all.
And your girl.
Nigga, where you going? Lock
Oh,
that door.
y'all.
Lock that door, nigga.
And that's the that's the impact of Nipsey. That's the impact of Nipsey. Like you see Rick James and Nip. I always thought me being from Arkansas. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Because-
How you get Rick
How
James
get
in
some
this?
Rick
No,
James in
listen
the
to
video?
me.
Oh, yeah.
Follow me. Follow me.
How do we get
Yeah.
Those are people that didn't really have a lot of impact. They had a lot of impact on the influence and the culture more than record sales. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about their record sales and none of that, but like Rick
sold
James.
a
James.
lot
I
of
can see
Yeah,
that.
he sold a
Rick James.
lot of records.
Yeah,
dog.
Rick James. But
That's
no,
true.
Sold a lot.
Rick
And-
James had the Temptations singing "Bag Up."
Yeah, Rick James
You know
sold
what
a
I'm saying?
lot of records, though.
Bro, you see, that's before my time.
My dad
All I just
loved
know,
Rick
I
James.
know Rick James.
My dad
You
loved
didn't
that
know
nigga, man.
Rick James
Oh,
was
wait,
like
oh, wait.
Rick James was did it.
Nigga, when I
really-
play-
Rick
Dave
James was did
Chappelle
it,
taught me
bro.
more about Rick James.
If I play
Yeah.
Cold Blooded at a party, at a grown folk party,
Cold-blooded.
I was gonna say, you
Sexy,
can't
sexy.
say Rick
Cold.
James.
am I lying? Hey, Spider, am I lying? You play
No
Cold
doubt,
Blooded
no
at an
doubt.
old school
Hell yeah.
party. them
All I
motherfuckers
know about
gonna
Rick
go
James,
crazy.
I know Super Freak, and I know he did
Super
the song with Tina Marie.
Fire in his eye.
Yeah.
Bye.
But you know why that song was so dope? Because they was actually fucking with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
When he wrote that song, that's
They
why that
probably-
shit was
they probably-
fire.
You
You can
probably-
tell that
you
shit.
can feel
Like,
that shit.
It was
motherfuckers
probably-
don't make music
When
like
they
that.
was
no more.
filmed at the
Probably
BET
during-
Awards about 10 years ago, you could tell they
When he
couldn't
told the chick in the back,
stand
I'm Jay.
Hold on.
Wait,
Yeah, you
wait,
can
wait.
tell. Hey, hold on.
I thought he really said
you
that.
gotta
It
go.
was
That was
probably
past.
written.
He really said
It was
that.
probably written during hate sex.
Probably.
Just saying.
We back on hate sex.
We back on hate
Just
sex.
saying. That's how you live your
You
best
gonna have me
life.
starting arguments.
Oh, see.
How was your day? How the fuck was your day?
I'm
Why the
telling
fuck you wear them
if you have
shoes
not
again?
experienced
That
that
was
life,
time to say them shoes.
but the whole thing is that like you need to do it one time and your girl is gonna be all over it,
Oh, for real.
all fucking
Y'all
over
gonna hate
it.
each
Then you
other.
got
all
yeah,
the
but
time.
yeah,
She gonna
yeah.
start
You gotta
fights
be
and be like,
pissed
"You
all
know,
the
you
time.
said
Nigga,
what?
nigga, we
Okay.
staying too.
Seriously though, you
Hey, you gotta
thinking
leave the
her down
house
like she
mad.
never
How you and
had-
your girl, then nigga, we staying too.
You gotta leave the house mad for about 45 minutes.
Not
Just
even.
yeah.
It'll be like
Man, I'm gone.
step outside and
just go
come back
outside.
in.
Come back in like.
Right.
Don't think this shit sweet either.
How long you gotta like?
Hell no.
So you pull your
Nigga,
dick
who
out
you
when you come
talking to?
in, or you wait?
You.
Like how you do this shit?
Look.
No, you're just like in the
You
middle of
ain't
fucking
slick.
fighting. You just in the middle of fucking
I'll
fighting.
just
You're
say-
Wait,
Yeah,
okay,
I'm
okay.
saying
You know what? You know
See, I'm
what?
about to say, I ain't gonna do
Wait,
that.
wait. So
I ain't
this
gonna do
is
that.
this is something that has not ever. Okay, so maybe this is like new territory for y'all.
Right?
I'm
I'm like, I feel
Hell
like
yeah,
this is
this
just
shit do.
something.
I never
that's
had
like,
hate
So
sex.
so like
shut the
like
fuck
y'all
up.
in the
I'm 40
middle of
years old.
argument. Like y'all in the middle of argument. You like, you know what?
Makeup
Ugh,
sex.
you
I've
just-
had makeup.
Yeah.
just-
No, I have had.
You did
I
that?
have had hate sex. I'm
You
gonna
did
tell you
that?
how
You-
I know I had.
You pull
So,
your dick out.
but hate sex is more subtle.
It's not even that. Like
hate-
you just have like a lull, and then it's like sexual tension.
You know what I'm
talking
gonna do to
about.
you?
The hate sex I had was
Black
more,
women ain't trying to fuck with you.
like
when
if
they
you
mad at
live, if you live or you spend a lot of time
Look, I'm half
over
black.
your significant
We trying
other's
to fuck
house.
with that kind of shit.
Like,
Oh, okay.
no,
They just don't know it yet, but you're gonna introduce them to that.
but on some real talk
Okay,
though,
that's real shit.
the closest I think what I've had is that was close to hate sex is it's the sex you have when y'all in rocky waters, but she'll kind of fuck and
She
and
kind
it
of
be good as hell and everything
It's
like
just
that.
some
But
raw
it
ass
ain't
fucking.
no,
It's
really-
but it's no like cuddling or nothing after that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like she just
Damn.
turn over on your ass.
Yeah,
Like,
but it's
No kissing.
literally no.
Nigga, don't kiss me.
You'll probably kiss.
No
You'll probably bite her lip.
It depends.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, she'll probably bite some areas.
Draw blood.
Like
You know what I'm
you
saying?
ain't
Like-
expecting. You ain't expecting.
More
Which
better
makes
blue.
it.
Draw blood.
makes
Bitch,
it
like
go.
bleak.
Bitch, you bite my lip.
Oh.
But you'll be like,
nigga like
you'll be
bleak.
like, you'll be like,
Nigga be like
bitch.
bleak.
You'll be like, bitch, did you just bite my lip?
I swear you're gonna be starting to
Nigga,
argue
like,
just to
is that
have
blood?
sex. For
Why
real.
take-
Is that blood?
You'll be
Turn
like,
your ass off.
no, you'll be like, is that blood?
Look, she like
She said, yeah. Look, she finna call and tell her. She finna call and cuss her husband out right now. I'm gonna cuss his ass out on the way home. He gonna be ready for me when I get home.
No, all of a sudden, it'll make
Bite your
you.
motherfucking
It'll
lip.
make you want to apologize. Like it'll be to the point.
I
like,
don't want you
did
to
just bite
apologize.
me? Like,
I
no,
want you to
don't.
fuck the
But-
shit out of me if
but-
you're gonna do that.
But if you go there, like a girl, like if a girl is hate fucking you, like you'll want to apologize after all.
I feel like hate.
You'll be like because I cannot leave this.
I feel like hate
This is
fucking
like
when
a
she
thing
drop
that
a
I
tear while
cannot-
y'all fucking. You know when
That'll
she
fuck me
when
up.
she drop a tear like
That'll fuck me up.
bitch, why? Oh, I hate this nigga,
No.
but I love him.
But I love
She going over it in her head.
Yeah.
He ain't shit.
Yeah.
And you go
The whole
deeper.
thing is like
I'm talking about hurt me though.
the whole thing is like when you're hate fucking, like you can like do all kinds of crazy ass shit,
That's it.
Yep.
and they're gonna accept it, and they're not gonna
All
like
rules.
right.
It's all.
all
It's
rules
it.
It's
out
like,
the door.
I'm talking about you can do everything.
Like, you can
I'm talking
Absolutely.
about you can.
See, he
you-
knows.
like-
He's like, I've done this a couple times.
That boy got a devilish grin on his face.
Only though.
Hey,
All that shit that
hey,
you watching the
See?
porn.
with that
Y'all need to shoot that.
That nigga had the it smile. That clown from it. That nigga had the
Hey,
it
boy,
smile.
Hey.
y'all can see the look on that boy's face. So,
Hey,
Yes.
especially if they got hair that you can pull. Oh, that's
Okay.
always gonna get.
hey, you be
pulled.
biting that
I'm
bottom
talking-
lip. Let
I'm
him get.
talking about like.
A little bit choking
Like,
and all that shit.
I ain't gotta
there
hate you
are
to pull your
things.
hair.
There are things on
No,
a
you-
regular
but it's
level
a
that a
different-
girl would
no,
not.
no,
I
like.
gotta hate you.
Right.
I ain't gotta hate you to pull ya.
No, it ain't. No, it's a
No,
different
no.
type
You
of pull.
grab the hair.
No,
but
it's
pulling
like
the hair
it's
is
like
different.
it's
Pull
like
the
you
hair.
grabbing the hair and the head and moving it like ugh.
Yeah.
Like, you
Like,
know what I'm
you
saying?
just,
You doing
like,
something
Put your
different to
hands
it.
around
And
that
then-
throat
and-
and
and-
shit.
you
But
know,
it's like,
hey,
but it's
my-
like your
hey,
girl's so mad
my
she ain't gonna
go-to-
fucking say
I'm
shit
about to say
about
because
it.
the sister that just got
She's
her
like,
hair done,
yeah,
you do all
daddy.
that. It's
She
gonna
ain't
turn into some other type
No,
shit.
no, no.
Oh,
And
no.
she ain't gonna
She
say
ain't gonna
nothing about
care.
it. She's not gonna care, and he can back us up on this.
Okay.
You speaking from experience, motherfucker?
Oh yes, he's speaking from
Hey,
experience.
just like Martin said, shut your punky ass.
Yes.
Yeah, niggas, shit.
Don't run now.
Like if there are two girls here telling you this, and he's backing us up on it.
I'm
It's
telling
a
you,
thing.
hey,
You
better get
it's
your hands
always-
around that
hey,
throat.
that's the perfect example of when negative plus positive equal positive.
Yes.
Like it's just
Right.
it's just a perfect
Like you
example.
don't even fucking know.
Damn right.
Yeah.
Unless you've
D-boy over
experienced
there.
it, you do not
Like,
know.
I'm about to pick a fight
Nah,
tonight.
I ain't.
Right,
I
exactly.
like to
Y'all
keep
niggas have your bail money.
I'm a
ready.
weed smoker. I don't like a lot of noise.
Hell no.
Sometimes.
I
Call her
guarantee.
buddy.
I
She might not be with that shit tonight. Call her.
Yeah.
Right, she gonna be like, nigga, what the fuck you on?
This motherfucker came home violent. I don't know what he did, officer. I don't know what he been doing.
That's when you just.
Mine ain't gonna try to hear that H.I.6. I piss her off.
So,
It ain't
I have a
jumping. It ain't shit
question.
jumping
Since you
off.
asked me a question, I got a question.
Go back.
Okay.
Since we have a single correspondence over here.
Yeah.
you know,
Let's
so-
go. Let's
Okay.
I need to pull me.
When was the last time? All right, because I always know, women have, they always have a dick on the side.
Yep.
Not on the side.
I always have no. I
But you always got
always have a
somebody.
friend.
Exactly.
You always have a friend.
So, have you ever had the situation where you felt like you were actually getting more feelings for somebody than you wanted to admit to?
Yeah.
Right. The reason I say that because it's so hard to have cuddy buddies in your 30s because we're more emotional when we're older.
Yeah.
The reason I say this now is
I don't know.
You are, because you've lived a lot and you know a lot, and literally I have experienced this a lot. Is like there's a lot more emotions involved than like just like fucking a random person like in your 20s.
You made
I
that
mean-
shit sound so.
no, she wrong with it.
Nigga, come here.
motherfuckers,
Nigga.
I mean, it is.
You got some
It
rubbers.
is.
you.
It is.
You got some
fucking-
rubbers.
It
Come
is.
I got about 13
No,
minutes.
women bring rubbers to your crib now. They bring the type they like. Like, hey, I like these.
Ain't
Like,
nothing wrong with that, though,
Y'all
bro.
stop taking magnums to these niggas' houses that y'all know can't fit these.
first of all, women don't.
They give that look like, come on.
Women don't like magnums.
This nigga wear size
Women
7
don't.
shoe.
Women don't like magnums. That is like the number one.
I don't-
Wait.
Women
we
do
don't
not like magnums because they're the thickest
They're
condoms.
thick.
First of all, and
yeah.
they drive you
It's
out.
like
Okay,
putting
okay.
a
And they
ziplock on
stink.
your dick.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? Like,
that's where you get that farting pussy from.
Oh.
You fucking a magnum.
Oh
hey,
fuck!
You
And
start
that
pumping.
shit, like seriously, that shit is so fucking embarrassing.
Hey,
like as a
shit.
woman,
hey, I'll be like, let it talk to me.
Not from a nigga. Yeah.
like-
Not from a nigga.
as
Shit,
a
talk to me.
girl,
Talk
my
to me.
side, y'all are like,
That's the name of the show. Let it talk.
I'm doing my shit. I'm doing my shit. I'm laying this shit down.
Right.
But as a girl, I'm like, what?
Bro,
the
hey,
fuck?
oh,
Like,
shit.
I'm
The
so
pussy saying my name.
Say it again.
I'm like,
Stop letting that air get in.
Oh my
God damn
god.
it.
Say it again.
Yeah, and it's like y'all are like, stop letting that air get on. It's like all
The
of a sudden,
funniest
like,
thing-
legs
That shit
spread
funny.
like
The
the
funniest
whitest
thing when you
they
pull
could
your
be.
dick out and that shit just like.
Yes.
Whoopee cushions.
Oh my god.
It's funny, but you
That
know
is-
you're fucking it
it's-
right when you're
it's
doing that.
so
though.
fucking
Come
scary.
right here with the pillow like, oh.
You ready?
Shit, for real.
I gotta hear him get out
I'm
of here.
like, all of a
What you
sudden,
finna do?
the only angle that
you
you're
about
gonna
to
get
do?
it is from behind. Like I'm rolling over,
Absolutely.
head in the pillow. Like
You got him in there
this in the
sweating,
pillow.
dog.
Why
That
is
shit.
that? Why
That
is
nigga
that?
said,
Like every
keep
time
talking
you
to me.
fucking getting it doggy, like it feels up there. I don't know what it is, but
Hey,
it does.
It's just,
though.
that happens every time. Like,
When you getting it from
Oh
behind.
shit, that's
Hey.
that's why they be like,
Hey,
turn the ceiling
I ain't
fan
gonna
on
lie
you,
to you.
drown me out.
I hate that shit.
Turn it off.
Make him
I ain't gonna lie
That shit
to
don't
you.
happen
Who the
any
fuck
other
are
time.
you?
That's why I knew early in the late 90s
that
marriage
make
was for
me
me
dry.
because
What you talking
when I was fucking with magnums and I kept getting that shit dry and farting, that was just another step to let me go and take this rubber off.
Hey, I'm trying to get the raw sex.
Let me,
I'm trying to get the raw sex.
Hey, we
Playing
tried.
Russian
Hey,
roulette.
motherfucker, I miss
We
raw sex.
tried.
I ain't
Playing
gonna
Red,
lie,
don't
bro.
do that shit nowadays.
I
Well,
miss,
you married. I know you ain't
miss
doing that
raw
shit no more,
sex,
but-
bro. God damn, I miss raw
That's the
sex.
great thing about being
Ain't
in a
nothing that's,
relationship.
Nigga,
don't
you
nothing
just need
feel
to pick-
good like raw sex
That's the
anymore.
beauty of a
More
relationship.
Oh
Hey,
my gosh!
why you out
morning
here-
sex
Oh.
is like
Source, that's the
bro,
beauty of a relationship.
I ain't gonna lie.
morning
Ladies,
sex.
I can never fuck you for the
What?
first time in the morning. I'm gonna be out there quick. in the morning. I don't know what it is,
I got
bro.
stamina in the morning.
I got about a solid 30 pumps in the morning, man.
Nigga, my-
I'm out here.
Man,
I'm out
Morning,
there.
morning sex is
That shit is the
literally
best. That's
the
the
best
The
way
best. That's the
to
best.
start your fucking day.
Just roll over. Just
Like that shit been
No,
marinating
for real.
all night.
For real, we
Like
don't
you
need to be
marinated.
face
She said
to
it
face.
been
We're
marinated
not
now.
trying. No.
Like some
We're not
salmon or
trying to
something.
like
Yeah, that shit like nigga,
change
like
it
a
morning.
roast.
It's
her
like
head
morning
hanging off the
breath.
bed and shit.
Yeah, it's
Hell
getting
no.
marinated.
You roll over. You
Hold
let
on,
him
let me
hit
go
that
brush
from
my
the
teeth. We ain't
side.
got a kiss.
From the
You
side.
hit that from the side,
Kiss?
not even from the back. Like you let them
Like
like,
this.
because
I
it's
want
the
it from the
laziest
back.
sex.
Yeah, just right
It's
there.
the laziest sex
Yeah.
where both of y'all
Parallel
are
is
able
what
to
you
like
saying.
lay down.
But
and
it's still
like,
good though.
That shit
It's
been baking.
delicious.
It's been baking
She said it's
overnight,
delicious.
bro. That shit been
That
baking.
shit, that's
with
been
juices
marinating.
and berries
She says it's
overnight.
been marinated.
She done
Like a
spilled the
pork
drink.
butt.
She
You
done
ain't
got that lost
lying.
up the
Like a
toast.
pork butt.
What the fuck?
Dry rub.
Oh,
Let
man.
me put some bass on that.
Let
Let me base your pork roast. Let me base your pork roast, baby.
Right. Get in that rump
Oh
roast.
my
man.
god.
That was like getting that
Oh,
pork
You
roast.
shit.
got a spill in the building.
This
with
show
that,
been
man.
fun
It'll
as
be
fuck,
alright.
man.
Oh,
my
man.
bad.
Hey,
Sorry, I talk so much
Y'all
with
some
my
fun
hands.
ass
It's
guests, man. This is a
it's
fun ass
terrible.
show.
It's cool
So,
though.
so you know,
Oh,
so
shit.
I guess so. I'm sure a lot of our listeners gonna want to find y'all podcast and everything. So tell us a little bit about, first of all, how did y'all determine that y'all? Because you always kind of meet somebody that you really cool with, that you vibe with and click with.
Oh,
and then
hell
you look
yeah.
up and y'all got a podcast.
Except for me and her hated each other at the beginning.
Yeah.
How long y'all been on each other?
Like 5 years?
5
6
years.
Why y'all hate each other?
I couldn't stand her.
I couldn't either.
I'm just
she
a
has
bitch.
she has a resting bitch face for real, for real. Like no, we didn't. I don't know. We just worked together at the first place, and we didn't really care for each other until we went out one night,
Yeah.
and that's what changed everything.
Yeah.
And then we started working at a different place,
Ain't
and
it
we're like,
great what
okay, this
alcohol
bitch is
can
all
do?
right.
Ain't a great way alcohol can do.
Because the truth come out behind that alcohol.
Absolutely, it's truth serum, right?
So we figured out that we
Yeah.
loved each other at that moment.
Yeah, and we our phone conversations are a lot like this, only much worse. So we decided that we needed to start recording this shit. That's how we
Yeah.
got into the podcast.
So,
realm.
and how many episodes are y'all in on y'all podcast?
We're literally in. We just released our 6th episode.
I'm telling
Yeah.
y'all,
Okay.
to listen to them, because especially if you're single, because the thing is like you get a temperature of what it's like dating as a woman. And so that's why I like listening to y'all, because I always love to hear the perspective of single.
And yeah, I do too. And women, y'all out here sliding like y'all ego to shit. Yeah, y'all niggas turn y'all down
Well,
too.
okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
this is my whole thing is
yeah.
like women cannot pretend like they are the shit because they're not.
No.
We all have our issues. We all have our problems. Like you got to own up to that shit and just be a real fucking person. Like we all present ourselves as the best person. Like when we're going out,
yeah.
The representative.
meeting out.
Exactly.
Yes, the representative.
Representative.
That is what I said, man.
But
you are
but you
always
will get
meeting
turned
somebody's
down.
representative.
I mean, it is what it is, and like you cannot be somebody who you absolutely are not going to live up to.
That's it.
Fuck that
And
shit.
that's the problem with that we have right now is they're putting that representative out. They're putting that representative out. You don't know who the fuck you're getting into until you spend some time with them.
60 days at least.
Exactly. At least that. Because there's so much that you don't know about somebody until they say you live with them, whatever the fuck it is. You don't know. And everybody's putting their best foot forward. Everybody's putting their best life on fucking Instagram. They putting their best life on Facebook. You don't know what the fuck they
You know
got
one of
going
my
on.
rules now, if I'm going to start thinking about dating somebody in the beginning, I got to go on a road trip with you in the first month.
Boy, on the way back, we'll tell.
Like,
if you really
Yeah.
I need to see
Absolutely.
my vibe.
Wait,
Road trip will
okay, so
definitely
what's your vibe on
Hell
the way
yeah.
back from a road trip?
So
Okay,
really,
yes.
like-
That's when you really gonna know the
That's
truth
what-
on the way
yes.
back.
Because
Right.
that shows you how the whole balance of the week is going. The weekend is going. Like if we have a dope time coming back, we reliving, recapping the weekend. Also,
What's your like go to? Because it's like obviously like when you're on a road trip and you're out there, you like to listen to like vibe music and like get
Yeah.
hyped. So on your way back,
I let her play DJ. Because that
You
says
let
a lot
her do
about
it.
her. I'm like, yeah, play DJ. I
Dude.
want to see
Okay.
you.
I'm a
kinda
straight up
music.
You know,
podcast girl.
Be all-
Like I straight
It'd
up
be all Cardi B.
podcast. I straight up podcast the whole way back from a road trip.
No, because
I will.
Yeah, you
yes.
can. No, real talk, you can. That's
But I rather listen
that's
to
a new
that.
generational shift. Like
but really, it's just because that's a talking point, especially a podcast.
Yeah.
So I mean, imagine if you listen to a podcast like that and then y'all
Because
kinda-
I like to vibe that way because like then you get into like some serious conversations that like maybe you wouldn't have gotten to, and it's like then you can like explore because it's like everybody has their own
Right. Just
that's
like
the
us
thing
sitting
that
here, us sitting here now. Like,
Yeah.
But that's why I
Yeah,
like
we talking
road trips because it's not just a hype. It's not all hype because you got to think when you're out with somebody for a weekend, it's a lure. Like we just chilling,
we
kicking
chilling.
it, getting up in the morning, relaxing. So it's like you get to meet somebody basically outside of the hype of we out, we kicking it, we vibing. How do we just correspond? How do we really get along when it's just us? You know what I'm saying? In the quiet. So that's kind of why I like, go to Austin or something like that. Something quick. Hell, we can just go to
2 hours.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be riding all the way to Atlanta.
Oh,
with you.
hell
Go
no.
11 hours.
Because if we
I wanna ride
get,
Atlanta
if
with
we
no
get into
goddamn
a
bike.
mess there, I don't want to be that.
Hey, I want to let it where
I don't wanna
you can
be-
catch a goddamn mega bus back.
Right. Yeah. I feel you.
You need a blanket, nigga.
It makes sense though because like shit, I was dating a motherfucker about 9 months and then I quit smoking weed and I realized I don't like this motherfucker.
Hey, was it because you stopped smoking weed or was it?
Or was it just you was irritable? You was irritable because you
Nigga be on edge when they
I
ain't smoking
quit
no
smoking
weed.
weed and I was kind of like shit was just
Sorry.
like, God, you smoking weed and shit, you just happy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You happy and you fucking. So,
Was y'all smoking
Nigga say you
together?
happy, you
Yeah, we smoking
Oh,
together.
oh.
that was a
so,
thing.
like,
You take the weed
So
away, you
that
ain't
was
got
like,
shit.
that was
Quit
what y'all
smoking.
had in common.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, I gotta take a break from this smoking and shit. I'm like, man, you know what?
And you realize y'all ain't have shit outside of vibing over a
I
blunt.
like this bitch.
Oh. That's how it
Damn,
works, though.
bro, that's your smoking buddy. That's it.
My smoking
That's how
partner.
it works.
But no, man.
Just
Just
I
so you
don't
know,
like-
single Antoine,
Yeah, what's up?
my go-to
Oh, shit.
podcast on the way back.
What?
On the way
she
back
shooting
from
us
road
out.
trips is podcast.
Horrible decisions?
I mean, horrible decisions while I'm there.
No, I ain't gonna lie. No, I always say you want to know what a guy feels like. A woman put on horrible. One of those podcasts that talk sex talk, because what happens is it starts to correspond as like a would you or did you or have
Oh,
you.
heck no. My go-to is All American Life
Why is that?
What?
because they talk about a lot of spectrums of stuff, and it's like political. a
So
little
you
bit.
get people's. You
So
get
I
people's
get
opinions on things.
people's opinions.
Are you a Trump supporter? Fuck you.
No.
No.
Fuck.
Ain't nobody in this
No.
room.
No,
with
no,
Trump
I,
support.
like, he
hanging up on
talking
that,
about he.
man.
Well, I did kind
Is
of.
anybody
Hey,
on earth
I'm
a
gonna say
Trump
this though.
supporter?
Yes,
We-
a lot of
hey,
Pretty sure half the
He
things
got a
that he says in
53%
life.
approval right now.
He just speaks
Hey,
the truth.
I'm gonna say
Fuck
this.
him,
I'm-
and I'm pretty sure that
I'm
the
gonna say
things
this.
that he would say in life is not things that we would
With
be
Trump,
able to
are
get
you
away.
choosing money or morals?
We not even gonna talk about
That's
him,
it.
bro.
Are you
We damn
choosing
sure
money or
ain't.
morals?
We damn sure.
That's
ain't.
definitely
Right.
I'm judging
Shout out
fucking
to
both.
But no, man. So
End of the day,
Money
you're gonna have
ain't
to
make-
cast a vote.
I'm not. I'm casting a vote on my own self, which is I judge both of them.
Hey, I'm with you on
He's
that.
a
I don't
dirty
think,
motherfucker.
I don't
I'm
think.
sorry.
I don't
He's a
know
dirty
though.
motherfucker.
we can kind of
We-
stop that
we can go there,
conversation.
but hey,
That shit gonna go
Yeah,
a
let's
whole
not
nother
Hey,
talk
direction.
about
Yeah,
Trump.
let's
Hey,
not.
I'm
We
gonna
can
get
be
Hey,
here
we
for
got-
another
hey.
2 hours on that shit.
We got
I
some
had-
announcements.
Okay.
They
They got church announcements.
Yeah, we got a little bit.
Oh yeah, we got.
Play the organ.
So we got. First of all, we've been doing this for about a year. Unspoken
Yeah,
Conversation. Y'all been rocking with us, walking with us.
Man.
So we got some things in the works for you, but I know 420 weekend, Easter weekend, we're gonna be in the
Oh, that's
H.
true.
Man, I hate
We got a
that.
couple dope guests.
Yeah,
for
I
y'all.
got. And my
I
people
hate
from the
all them
AR.
guests.
I got a couple people from the AR gonna come down and
Oh, they
be
coming
down
down
there.
too?
We gonna
They
rock
just
with
kick it
y'all.
with us. We just gonna kick it in the H.
So if you're a listener, man, y'all come rock with us, man.
Yeah.
But
April
also
24th.
April. So no, that's April 20th. We record out there.
That's like next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, April
Yeah.
24th.
So
That's next week.
also,
we back in Urban.
we got a couple things in the work. In June we got 2 big events. We'll give y'all more insight on that. But you're gonna start seeing us popping up with little ads and stuff on our Instagram or little posts. Pay attention to it. We got a lot of things in the work, man. It's been a dope year. We didn't
doubt.
we
This
done
shit
came
flew by,
through.
man.
Man, what episode 39?
Yes,
Wow.
We about to hit 40.
Hey,
Yeah,
hey, we got to
okay.
mix and mingle.
I mean,
April
we're on-
24th.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So April
April
24th,
24th.
we got to mix and mingle.
We coming to that.
So
Yeah, we're gonna come to
please
that.
do. So
That's
we're
right
doing
down
it-
the street.
We're
Pull up
doing
on
it at Cybercade. Pretty much an adult game spot. Just podcasters, curators, just anybody that just doing something ain't doing nothing on the Wednesday, just come pull up, man. We just basically want to network, vibe, get to know, everybody within the fabric of Dallas, man. Because we've got a lot of dope individuals out here, so why not
Right.
tap into one another? So.
No doubt.
So you will see that post. Basically, if you haven't seen the post or you want more information, just DM any one of us on Instagram or on the Unspoken Conversation page. and just we'll show love, man. So
Yeah, rock with us, man. We got
rock with us.
one thing we got merch coming soon. Right now, y'all can go to Unspoken Conversation. Y'all can get last season Unspoken Conversation t-shirts for $19.99.
$20. $20.
For the
But if you order right now,
price
Hey.
of 19.
but if you order right now, goddamn, we
They
slash
need
the
a
price.
BOGO on
Hey,
there.
very low.
listen. But we got,
Slash
we
it.
got our new season coming through. And, hey,
Most definitely, like we got some shit coming for y'all.
yeah, we got merch coming from you guys, and hey, y'all, I appreciate everybody rocking with us, man. We finna wrap up season 1 pretty soon.
Oh yeah.
Season 2, we got to take a hiatus, man. We got to take a break.
We gotta
too.
give y'all some
Everyone
fresh
needs a break.
content,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know, I get tired of talking to
Yeah,
y'all.
we gonna wrap up
motherfuckers.
season 1. Come back with season 2 with some heat.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? We gonna get involved and let y'all know what's popping in this community, like always, man.
But yeah, so again, first of all, shout out to In These Streets podcast.
Appreciate you
Thank
for
you,
sliding
baby.
by.
Appreciate y'all for coming through, man.
We can
y'all
come
were
back.
dope guests.
Y'all was
Oh my
fun as
God.
fuck. Y'all
Oh,
fun as
sure,
fuck.
y'all can come back.
Y'all put us up on hate sex.
Exactly. Oh, we
Never
got
heard
so
of
much
that.
more
We
for
gotta
you, babe.
come back and like
We gonna
and
have to
hear
invade
about
y'all
how
podcast.
y'all.
No, I want to like hang out with y'all.
We gonna have
for
All
real.
right.
We gonna have to invade y'all
Yeah, we gonna have to
podcast.
pull up on
Yes,
y'all.
please.
Right.
Please.
But nah, man.
We'll bring the liquor.
Okay.
How about
okay.
Y'all got any
about that?
We
important
gonna bring a
shots,
handle
anything, man?
ourselves.
Y'all want to put out before we
What y'all got popping?
I mean, just follow our podcast in
Yep.
these streets.
In these
give
streets,
them your,
stop
give them
podcast.
your social media and everything.
So our Instagram is at In These Streets Podcast.
Mhm.
We have a Facebook that is In These Streets.
Twitter
And then our
is-
Twitter is what?
In these streets, one.
Yeah. So you can find us at any of that, or you can find us. You can email us at twogirls.inthesestreets@gmail.com.
Man, hey, now I got some homeboys want to drop some dick off now.
This nigga here.
It ain't gonna be surprising because we.
Shit, they sliding that DM.
We used to it. It's cool
Hey,
though.
listen,
Some
they
guys
gonna like,
and they
gonna
gonna hate the
hey,
shit
nah,
out of
this
you.
man, I hit her up, man. She bullshit. I'm ready.
Oh,
I'm
man.
ready right now.
Tell our hater.
Oh man, so
Tell our
you know, before we
hater.
get out, man, you know, we just gonna say everybody, man, we appreciate, you know,
doubt.
the guests.
Thanks for
appreciate y'all
having
coming
us
out.
too.
Hey, y'all-
Always appreciate all the support of everybody.
Oh,
You ain't
of
lying.
course,
It is
man.
like
Absolutely.
We
in
trying to
this-
make a
in this-
podcast union out here in Dallas.
Yeah.
Right?
This
Right,
well,
we're your
the
girls
podcast
right here.
world in general
Fuck
is
with our
like
ecosystem.
stupid. It's stupid, freaking supportive. Like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
people that are like in the podcast
Right.
world.
But I love that y'all local to us.
Yes.
Exactly.
And I was so glad when you reached out to us to have us come on.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Cause I was like, I was vibing with what y'all say. I love y'all got a great chemistry, and I always say chemistry is key.
Thanks.
So keeping somebody
Chemistry is
engaged
key.
for over an hour, it takes chemistry. So, man, you know, so Spider, what we going out on, man?
Oh, we got some Gucci Mane tonight.
Oh shit,
Who I'm talking about?
man. So before we get out, this your boy Antoine the Source.
GJD boy fresh the charming ass. Oh.
What up, man? It's knowledge, man. Y'all gotta keep achieving in these streets.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's
it
boy
continues.
Flim, man. We out. We out.
Shout out to Kristen Miranda of In
Yeah,
These Streets
thank you for coming
podcast.
through. Yeah.
Peace and love. Peace
Thanks,
and
man.
love.